Ladies and gentlemen, don't get your pet an instant. Just don't. It'll ruin everything. Welcome back, everyone, to Dinner and a Game. Go ahead and say something.
Hello.
Hello. Everyone's going. I fixed the audio. I found out where the problem was, and I fixed it. I had to go into the settings for OBS and fix it, because that's why it kept on reverting back. But it is done. Fixed. It works now. I'm just trying to figure out why Roll20 won't work.
Because it's Roll20.
Yeah, there's that. All right, there we go. Looks good. Looks good. Hit that button. And it's still not working. So, ladies and gentlemen, while I fight with technical issues, let's go ahead and say hello to everybody and welcome you back to Dinner and a Game, where tonight we are going to be playing something that we haven't played in quite some time. And we are going to be playing a game that brings us much joy and periodically makes everyone want to kill me. Or at least take body parts. Which, by the way, we're going to be doing a special event at Gen Con. It's going to be called Vivisecting Ray. And so it's just going to be everyone settling up their accounts and taking them.
He's like a Mr. Potato Head.
No.
I'm going to bleed out and die.
We're going to play in-person operation.
Oh. Why do I feel like the only person who's getting hurt and that is me?
Hey, Ray.
Yeah.
My pronouns are incorrect.
Again? Wait. Are they?
Mine are she, they, Rose is she, her.
Got it. Fixing. So, while I fixed the thing I fucked up, because I'm a bad person, let's say hi to our amazing players and tell them, see what they've been up to and see who they're going to be playing tonight. So we will start with the person whose pronouns I fucked up as a way of apologizing while I try and find their pronouns. And while I try and find their pronouns and fix them. Rose's is she, her, though, right?
Yes.
So, Star Shard Stories, how are you doing?
I'm here.
That's great, I guess.
My husband's just been very concerned for me the past 3 days.
Yeah, well, you've been going down some really strange rabbit holes, and all of us have been a bit concerned, but you know how it is. You don't really want to stress out anybody,
Okay.
So...
Do you remember the 3-month lore hunt I went for Changeling the Dreaming for Rose?
Yes.
It's like that all over again.
Oh, God.
Because I went for that for Mage before Gen Con, and now I'm on this.
So basically, when M gets locked into a subject, they could literally, after they get done going down the rabbit holes, test out for their PhD in that subject. And, well, okay, so our latest PhD candidate, who are you going to be playing this evening?
Okay, I have to go back to my DMs. Hold on, because I sent this to Milagros forever ago.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do the entire title.
Oh, boy.
It's been forever.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Aha! Hi! I am playing the Arcadian Queen Mother, Lady General of the Crystal Army, the Tamer of the Wild Hunt, the Threadkeeper of Fates, Countess of Northern Pacifica, Rosaline of House Islanded. She is a she-noble of House Islanded, is a mother, has fought in a war for 11 years in Arcadia time, though it's been a week in game time. She has 2 husbands, Finn and Aiden. Finian, bless his heart, is our himbo husband, and despite him being magically powerful, got zapped up into a telescope.
Who knows what that means?
He's died 6 times in game.
We just call him Finn the Sacrifice now.
We have to get him a backpack leash. That's what we're gonna have to do.
One of the little monkey backpacks that someone holds the tail of. Well, excellent. Thank you very much. Let's continue going around the circle in, let's go counterclockwise to say hello to the newest addition to the permanent cast of Emerald Sanctums. Everyone, please say hello to us. Or is it Code Selkie? Do I have that backwards?
It depends. Are you saying my name or my username?
Username.
No, then you got it right.
Okay, cool.
So
Perfect.
my username is just my name backwards. Hi, I'm unoriginal. But I'm Cove Selkie. Those are actually 2 first names. You can use either. Most people just go with co because it's first. But yeah, my pronouns are he, they, and I get to play Fiacra Miren, who I am so excited to play. I've never gotten to play a non-accidental pirate before, which is shocking considering it's me. But Ray and this lovely cast of people have brought me on and have given me this opportunity. I will not squander it.
So far, you're making very good on it.
And his pronouns are he, him.
Okay,
But yeah.
excellent. Give it a moment. Now, continuing the progress around the reversed circle, we will say hello to someone who's been missing for far too long. My daughter, my other daughter, because I already have one, Fountain Pen Femme. How are you doing?
Hello. I am so much better now that I'm back. I moved apartments. I'm 2 weeks out from starting a new job where I'm part of a union. Very excited. I've been recruited for a TTRPG writing project that will be published that Diamond brought me on for. I'm helping design and create a tarot deck now. And yeah, lots of wonderful things going on. Very, very excited to be back. I have missed my DAG family, and I have missed playing my murder machine, also known as the blender, because what do you do with your enemies? You just toss them in a blender. So I will be playing Pandora Sideris, our Black Fury werewolf, who has maxed out all of the physical attributes for a werewolf, also maxed out athletics, brawl, intimidation, and primal urge. And now that I'm rank 4, I'm in possession of a gift called Visceral Agony, where I just render anything that I injured completely unable to function. I'm so excited!
And you will be able to see that horribleness quite soon. So, to continue our tour, we have the impeccable and the amazing Sphinx Akasha. Sphinx, how are you doing? I think you're muted.
I think he's muted.
Oh no, your mic is just not working. Okay, waiting. 3, 2, 1. Go. No, not yet. Not yet.
If Rose is mother, then Emrys is father.
Oh yes, I forgot one of his official titles.
How about now?
Yes.
Yeah!
Yes, we can hear you,
Okay.
Fantasy Daddy.
Ooh, can you hear me now?
Yes. Hey, just in case Liz is watching, do you want to say hi to
What's up, baby?
her?
I'm sure somewhere Liz is sneezing.
Liz is blushing her ass off.
And
They are
probably has no
probably-
idea why.
They're probably watching. You know why?
Why?
Because their wife is watching. Their wife is here.
Yeah, they should be watching.
Mm,
If you are watching, say hi, Liz, because that said hi too.
It's true.
Hey, Edge of Human, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. And Sphinx, how are you doing today?
I'm doing much better. I was sick for a hot minute, and that was no fun. But we're done with that crap. We're on the mend. We're at like 95%. But yeah, getting stuff done, doing all the things. Hi there, internet. I'm Sphinx Akasha, storyteller, your champion of bards, and owner and proprietor of the Everbright. What's the Everbright, you ask? Stay tuned. I am here playing our resident Order of Hermes mage, occasional host to the great dragon Kilgara, wielder of the displaced Excalibur, and this universe's current Merlin, Emrys Malik Grant, also owner and proprietor of the Couch and Quill tea shop and bookstore.
Dun dun dun! And that is not a lot. That's just what they do for their day job. He still hasn't gotten into all the other projects they're involved with. It's a thing.
It's a
Like
whole
saving the world for like the third odd time in a
Third,
row. You
fourth,
know, it's
seventh,
Sounds about
23rd.
it happens.
thing. Trying very hard not to die.
Yeah, again.
I don't think Emery's has died.
Haven't died
He's
yet.
come very
Come
close.
very
Very
close.
close.
You almost died
Uncomfortably
during the
close.
dragon fight. You
Yeah,
almost died
no.
during the last dragon fight, which is technically, weirdly enough, is the second dragon fight we've had.
I'd have two nickels.
Yeah, if I had 2 nickels for every time there's a dragon fight,
I was gonna say
I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm running an urban fantasy to finally fight dragons because I never fight them in Dungeons and Dragons.
How's about that?
And finally, her ladyship, the one who keeps my ass on the straight and narrow and make sure that I know where my head is, Diamond. How are you doing
Hi.
today?
Am I unmuted?
Yeah, you're unmuted.
Yes.
Making sure. I didn't know if the last time I yelled at my cat, I muted myself or not.
Then the cat's
Your
Speaking
dulcet
of-
tones are audible
Yeah.
to all.
Get your toes out of my potato chips. It's been my life.
We love you.
Hi. My name is Madness Diamond, but since you're gonna see my character get traumatized, you can call me Diamond. I have been busy. I've been well but busy. Since I think the last time you probably saw my face on Emerald Sanctums, I have now taken on a position of power, keeping track of Ray's schedule. For him.
Technically, it's keeping track of Dag's schedule because you.
A lot of that's just keeping track of your schedule, honestly. So if you are familiar at all with what Dag's been doing since the start of 2024, we're doing a lot more to incorporate more indie games, highlight some game designers, interviewing people. We played a playtest for Eldritch Automata back in January. Myself, Ray, Sphinx, and then that one Warlock were all had the honor of playing with Nick Francia, who was lead designer on that. And we had a wonderful time. Our characters were great. And yeah, so we're hopefully going to do more of that. So if anybody wants to reach out to me, slide in my DMs and we can schedule a meeting and I can maybe fit you into our schedule somewhere to have a play test or a conversation about a game you might be running. But tonight, even though I am somewhat organized and dealing with a rambunctious strawberry, I'll be playing a felon, an ex-felon, technically. Technically, I'm the only actual criminal here. I'll be playing Bay, the very human, still kind of hurt hunter. Because I looked at my character sheet and I still have the hurt condition.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're
no.
still
You,
injured.
you heal at human rates. You don't have any
I know I do.
supernatural healing.
I know I do.
So, like, your
This
stuff
is-
stays around for days or weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, I am playing Bay the Human Hunter. I made Bay using the old version of Hunter the Reckoning and then Hunters Hunted. For my personal build, Bay is a martyr creed hunter. So that gets a little fucky wucky
Mm,
with the shit I can do and the shit that is done to me.
yeah, pretty wild.
so- Yeah,
And
it's a lot.
and to understand what actually Diamond's talking about is we are playing under the umbrella of the 20th anniversary edition of World of Darkness. What that means is they have 4 books released for the 20th anniversary: Mage, Changeling, Werewolf, and Vampire. And those are the only 4 books that are released for 20th edition. But for the most part, there's been some updates to the rules, mechanics in 20th edition. But for the most part, most everything still fits on talents, skills, supernatural powers. So we kind of just use some of the old 2nd edition books to make Bay's character, just like Cove's new character, who will be introduced tonight, was made with the 2nd edition book as well. So all that being said, we are going to be continuing to delve into the amalgamation of 2nd edition and 20th anniversary edition rules. What?
I need to point out something that just tickled me that I feel like everyone now needs to know.
Okay.
The 2 characters who have been made using the 2nd edition books are also the 2 criminals.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
I forgot you're
Spoilers.
criminals.
2nd
But, you know,
edition players are felons confirmed.
I was, to be fair, Bay was framed.
Oh, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
Bay has actually never done anything wrong in their entire life. And if and if anybody wants to argue with the murder machine, they can argue.
Rose was technically a criminal because she turned down an arranged marriage.
Rose
so...
has also never done anything wrong in her life. And if you want to argue with the murder machine,
wait.
you can.
And Rose is a general in a rebel army, which makes her a seditionist in the realm of the Fae. And that's punishable by immediate execution.
Also, her child
is the leader of the army.
No, her child is a literal war crime.
Walking war crime, yeah.
To be fair, only Bay's shit will pop up on a background check.
Only Bay's shit will pop up on a background check.
So y'all have subverted technology.
Sorry, what's technology?
Oh God!
It's the wiffle.
So what's the wiffle?
It's the wiffle.
And she's been gone for 11 years.
There's no wiffle over there, so they
There
never
is
had
no
to think
wiffle.
about it.
So there was
Rose
no,
definitely forgot what a keyboard looks like.
So there was no hula hoop or the FlexNet or any of that.
Or any Instabook or Facegram.
They never had an Al Gore over there to invent the internet for them.
Who's that?
No rhythm of Al Gore here.
That's too much banality for any dimension to take. But anyway, so we're going to jump into it in a minute, but just a quick little bit of housekeeping. Number one, if you want to get any of the incredible merch that you see people wearing on the show, such as the I don't ask care how big the room is, I said I cast fireball shirt, or the intelligence is a dump stat shirt, which is the motto for our Wednesday night games, or the coffee mug, which is only the tears of my players can quench my thirst, cry for me. If you want any of that merch, we have it over on Dinner and a Games merch store, and that merch store is found. Lost my chat. Right here. And anything you buy from there, the proceeds go directly to support Dinner and a Game for things like when we're going to try and bring on more GMs to have more actual shows running. We want to full-time GMs. We want to actually pay them for their time. People who come in to run one-shots and stuff like that, it's not a long-term commitment. They come in, they do their thing, they go. We both get some great benefits of cross-promotional stuff. But for people who are actually going to spend the time making long-term campaigns for us, we want to reward them in kind. And for people like Madness, who are literally spending an extended period of their time taking care of basically all the scheduling, all the press stuff for Dinner and a Game, we want to pay them as well. So all that being said, in order to do that, I am not rich. So in order to do that, we're trying to do a better job of monetizing Dinner and a Game. So you'll have to forgive us if we try and hit you guys up for cash. But we're trying to make sure we have ways of rewarding that contribution, not just with content, which is the whole purpose, but with fun stuff for you to play with. Speaking of fun stuff for you to get, we also are actual in an alliance with Many Worlds Taverns, and with Many Worlds Taverns, you can get incredible tasting coffees and teas that are ethically sourced from small source farms, often in Africa, South America, and stuff like that. And then their teas are incredible. They both now have a monthly box coffee, which is a small run specialty coffee, and a monthly box tea, which is a small run tea blend that they only run once a month. And those come with, not only do they come with the tea, but they come in a special box. They come with a set of dice, the full set of 7 polyhedral dice, and every oh, I don't have the new one. Oh, I really like the new one. Every single month you get a magic item card for 5th edition that has a completely specced out magic item on it, and you get to have that with your incredible coffee or tea that you get. Kind of amazing. So if you want to support them, please do so. And if you do, use the link in chat to order, and 10% of that order will go to Dinner and a Game. And then use the discount code Dinner and a Game when you place your order, and you will get 10% off of your order as well. So please, guys, do what you can to help us out, because we're going to do everything we can to get you more content. Other than that, if you want to support us in any other way, please subscribe wherever you're watching this from. If you just stumbled in on us, or you just known about us for a while and haven't done it, throw us a follow, throw us a like. If you can afford it, subscribe on TikTok, Twitch, subscribe anywhere we have subscriptions available. Because all those funds, like I said, they go directly into all this stuff we're trying to do. And the last thing I'm going to mention is in March, we are going to do a subathon, and we're going to start doing these once a quarter. And it's going to be over a weekend, and we're going to basically do, we're not going to do 24 hours because that we wouldn't ask anyone to make that sacrifice just for our stream. But we're going to be doing it over the course of a weekend. We're going to have lots of events, giveaways, special hosted events, one-offs, all kinds of stuff. So be ready for that. It's going to be coming up in March, which is my butt. Other than that, I think we're good to get into it. Are you guys ready? So, Emery's, you were in a car. And you were listening to a bunch of messages being text messages that are being read out to you by your Siri from Pandora, who had been blowing up your phone while you were talking to I remember who you were talking to.
I thought we were on the college campus.
We're at the college campus.
I thought we were at the college campus.
Rose literally
that's what I thought
with
too.
Emery's to interrupt the council meeting.
Yeah, I know. No. We went through all that. Remember?
Did we
Oh.
finish that?
Did we split up? I think
You guys
Rose
just
is
split up.
at
Because remember, your husband
Rose
got
at
sucked
murder.
in. Didn't you? Wait.
Hold on.
I'm
Let
really
the
confused.
note taker is looking.
I have, so I'm looking.
Master Chronicler.
I watched the last episode that was on there today. Make sure I was all caught up, but now I'm worried that I didn't watch the latest episode.
Was it session 63?
See, the problem is I'm on season 2, episode 18.
Ah, okay.
Math.
so
Math. I'm allergic.
Math. No one.
Yeah, so Pandora did blow up Emery's phone to apologize to Rose about the telescope shit. Emery's texts Tati, who's already been informed. Bay is still tracking Bianca, the mage who's the administrator of the observatory. The brain cells arrive. Emery's tries to keep everybody calm. Emery's and Bay did split up to go find Bianca, but they run into her pretty quickly. Rose was examining the telescope and figures out the whole knockers situation, which she relays to us. We did spend some time in the mage meeting room, where the leader of the Celestial Chorus, representative of the Verbena and the Thanatos were there, but Tati was not there. And we're kind of there to guard Emery's. And it turns out that the all of the wardens, including Bonacetti, were all imposters. And Emery's was the one to bring up that the technocracy could be working with the Zamitzi to the Mage Council. We get the silver outside cleaned up, and Bay got the last we left off was Bay getting a call from Holly, directly from Holly.
Yep.
And I hate this. But the last we left off was Emery's and the others are inside with the Mage Council, and then Bay is outside with Maria and a couple of others. She asked after the hot glass walker. And
talked to that kinfolk for a good long while.
Yeah, and they explained like kind of how this deal with kinfolk works. But yeah, Bay. This is I'm quoting directly. Bay gets up and is booking it toward the observatory and says, "Holly, I don't care. Morally complex. Let's go, bitch." Holly says, "Okay, are you somewhere safe?" And Bay says, "I'm walking." And Holly says, "Walking is bad too. Sit down." And Bay says, "I gotta get close enough." And Holly says, you will not be able to stay on your feet. So Bay texts Pandora, need you now, might need you to put me down. And that is where we called it.
Yep.
Because Ray's evil and he hates us.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were
That
going
is
to take
where
like a 3-month break at that point.
That is where we know, but that's still, like, cutting it right there, like, oh. So yeah, that is where we left off, was with
Cove.
that message.
Welcome.
Welcome,
I-
Cove.
Cove.
Welcome to madness.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
I have
literally.
plans for how you're
Yeah.
coming in, Cove, so don't even worry.
Watch, you're gonna come out the telescope.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
I just want to make a little addendum because I did have to go back and read my own notes on Bay to figure out how Bay would have worded that text message. Bay would have texted also Pandora and saying, it's like, hey, I might need you to put me down. But she would have said, hey, I might need you to take me to Mansfield. And then fucking sent it. So, yeah. Ray, I don't know if you noted it down, but I have it in my notes. Bay spent a conviction point to basically give Maria aid in the upcoming meeting that is going to be had about the whole subject that all the bullshit that went on. Because you did say whenever I was talking to the guru that she's going to have to go and basically do PR work with them, and she wasn't feeling very confident. So I did spend a point of conviction to help her with that. I think
Got
the actual wording for it was
Oh yeah, I remember that.
so Maria has an extra dice on a roll to inspire the current leader of the Seattle Wolves, Maria, in her upcoming fight to defend her position.
Yeah, because she was feeling really kind of like she let the whole entire step down. She was almost like, it's a fight. I'm going into this fight, but I'm probably going to lose because I don't feel I deserve to you.
Yeah. So Bay did spend a conviction point for that, which is a
Gotcha.
weird hunter thing.
It is one of the many weird hunter things. But like I said, so let's go back to where it's the actual observatory where the meeting is pretty much been tabled.
Rude.
Well, I mean, technically, in all honesty, you're there, Rose, which is you're not a mage, and you weren't technically invited to the meeting, and you're the one who's saying that this is not mage property. So,
Yes.
everything's. Oh, I know. I understand. I understand. So, Emery's, you and Rose are kind of off to the side. Pandora, you're there guarding, or you took off to go to find. I'm assuming you're going to
Not
take
yet.
off to go. Not yet. All right.
Yeah.
So, so you're standing there with Rose and Emery's and Aiden is there too, and so you guys are kind of standing there, and Aiden keeps on looking up at the telescope, and he's like, we don't even. It's made by a knocker.
3.
Yeah, okay, but it was made by our people
Yes.
and placed here.
In conjunction with other mages, no less.
So we basically had some rogue elements. We're working with non-changeling, and not just non-changeling, but a faction of humanity we actively tries to use us as battery.
Correct.
This is not going to go well, is it?
I mean,
And
Okay,
this
okay.
building is in my territory.
Okay.
I love Everett.
Aiden and Rose are getting each other worked.
No, Rose is oddly very calm.
Aiden is not.
The last thing we need
Aiden
is a
bristling.
war
he-
here.
So he is House of Leo, so he's in his normal state of being unseelie currently,
Yeah,
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he's like actively. You can see his hand. He's got his hilt on his hand on the hilt of his blade, and you can see that he's white knuckle.
Please. The last thing we need
We don't need
is
you.
conflict.
We don't need you beasting out right now.
He just looks down at Rose, and he just one arm scoops you, picks you up, and just like plants a massive kiss on you. And it lasts longer than is comfortable for everyone else.
And Emrys turns to like the 3 council members. Sorry, they do this.
They do this.
They
part of
do.
it.
They're like this.
They're just like this.
He sits you down.
We're in public.
He's like, kind of looks around, and he's like, draws in a deep breath.
I know this was to calm you down. I know.
Emrys kind of leans over towards Aiden. Did that help at all, my friend?
He looks at over you, and he says, "That always."
Oh yeah, her face is a little flushed,
Very
and back to the discussion at hand.
He says,
Which one? The
No.
telescope, the technocracy, the Zemitsi? Which one do we want to
Wait,
go?
Chatterbox
with?
is back?
I don't. Did Aiden actually
we
meet Chatterbox?
kind of. I don't know that.
I don't think
Aiden
Aiden met
did.
Chatterbox.
No,
Yeah.
he
I
didn't.
think Finn
but,
was just around. And
yeah,
for,
that was
for,
Finn.
for
We-
backstory
we-
purposes,
we-
Chatterbox is a Zemitsi they actually worked with, and she's kind
Yeah.
of scary, and she reminds me of a Cenobite, but she's in the body of a 9-year-old girl.
Yeah, we kind of had to consult with Chatterbox to get the confirmation that the technocracy are working with the Zemitsi.
Okay. And when I came back, you told me the guy that I read the contract over worked for them.
Yes.
And
Yep.
then the whole thing with the Nefandi,
Yep.
which we never got the answers of why he was so obsessed with me.
I'm sorry. I feel like a bit of a jerk for pointing this out, but have you fucking seen you?
Yes, I know I stopped traffic. I know. For
You
context,
cause pileups.
for context, Cove,
You cause
Her-
accidents, whole
her
accidents.
appearance is a 7,
10-car pileups.
which for changeling standards, because of what she is, she automatically starts with a +2 in appearance and can go above 5.
And because it's
You
actually a
give folk heart attacks.
because it's a supernatural thing, people who don't have awakened avatars, i.e., Bae, are basically subject to pretty much. They get their brain scrambled just by looking at them.
The other thing also is if I invoke the weird for my higher level magic, everybody in the group has to roll a willpower roll, difficulty 8, or they just stare at her for 7 minutes.
Yeah. Welcome to the club. Almost.
Almost.
Okay, so then there was the Nefandi, and then
Yep.
this building here that we've known
Uh-huh.
about for a little while now, which I stated from the very
Sure.
beginning is heavy with glamour.
Yes, and with magic. Yes,
and
we
the
are.
technocracy hacking thing.
And you did
Um,
know when you delved into the telescope earlier, Rose, you did find that it was basically a massive source of,
Yes,
and it was
'Cause
renewing itself from somewhere.
yes, which we also know there's a box inside of it that's locked up,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
cannot
in
be penetrated by any divination.
which my soothsaying stuff did not work.
It's a fun time.
Didn't you state the box was made of cold iron?
It was a blend of cold iron and lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you mages claim this building, this area?
You asking out of Emery's?
Emery's just
The
like
telescope
Emery
was
just shrugs
dedicated-
like
She's
I know
asking
nothing
the
about
council.
this.
Oh.
She's asking the council.
The
He's
count-
basically hugging his staff. I don't know.
yeah, no, the leader of the celestial chorus, she comes forward, or they come forward, and they're like,
The old lady that is
yes.
that pretends to look young. Got it.
They come forward and they're like, the telescope donated.
It's a while ago. At least a century.
Well, I can call Molly.
Are you calling someone to come here?
She's a knocker. She's my mentor. She would probably know who made it.
So, what
She's
is
on
the
the
point
wall.
or need of
Ish.
knowing who?
Because knockers tend to put a little bit of themselves into all of their art.
Okay, you didn't miss the part where one of
Her husband's
her
in there.
husbands and one our friends got sucked into that thing, right?
After
Like that.
they were
that
told not to touch it.
He didn't touch it.
he just looked through.
He
Oh,
did.
he
He
did?
did. No, he did. We tried to. For the record, I would have just bear hugged him the entire time we were here, but I didn't
Okay.
know if Rose was okay
So-
with that.
Okay, so you know how I'm good with magic and all of that, right? That's like my bread and butter.
Right.
And I'm good with combat. My husband is stronger than me in magic, and granted, with him being in House Gwydion, their whole thing is chivalry and making sure that nothing is a threat. He would not have looked in it unless there was something seriously possibly wrong with that thing.
Well, to be completely based on your assumption, this is, by the way, still the leader of the Clutch Course. If he would not touch it, how could he make an assessment?
We have other ways of doing things. Ever heard of like divination or soothsaying or using elemental stuff? Or there's other contracts, arts that you can identify objects and stuff.
I understand that. I'm just saying he may have disobeyed, I guess, your directives in order to make a more thorough examination of it, and thereby he may have violated what we asked him.
I was not here when
I
it was said.
I was here, but I observed what happened.
If I get interrupted one more time in my domain, remember, all of Pacifica is mine.
May I speak?
All of it. No. Yes, Pandora?
Does the number of witnesses count? Because there were 2 witnesses to what he did. Bay just went outside, but I could probably bring them inside.
As long as she doesn't have cold iron on her again.
No, she got rid of that a while ago.
One time.
I didn't say it. Emery said it. I'm gonna check my phone. Do I see the ping?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna sprint. I'm dropping my phone and I'm sprinting.
Okay, Pandora,
Door.
No, I'm moving.
Okay,
She used the code word.
Emery's, we should know
That's-
by now. Emery's, we should know by now when Pandora runs, it's for a reason.
She used the code
Yeah,
word. We're fine.
yeah. I'd like to be aware of the reasons, so we're not, I don't know, ambushed again by like a giant fucking weird dragon thing for
What?
the 3rd time. That would be nice.
Time
Hold on.
today.
Okay, there was the one time at the ball.
Not
There
again.
was the one in the sky. Has there been another one? Oh, and
Well, there
no,
was-
besides the one that kidnapped Penny. But has there been another one?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily a dragon. It was a weird dinosaur creature. Here, like right outside. The turned the grass.
Oh, it wasn't a
silver.
dinosaur
was
creature.
the
It was more
whole
of an
thing.
insect looking,
It was a weird
That's
insect
worse.
creature.
That's so much worse.
like a praying mantis
Okay,
crossed with a wasp.
It was a
Okay.
Nexus crawler, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
Nexus crawler.
Yeah.
It was gross.
Okay, I
I
thought you were
almost
gonna tell
died
me-
sending it away.
I thought
It
you
was-
were going
it
to
was-
tell me there was 8-foot tall cockroach shifters. But continuing,
We're getting
Well,
there.
we did
Posture check.
encounter that guy again. That you know.
By the way, there are 8-foot-tall cockroach shifters in Werewolf.
God damn it! Oh, cockroach
Hydrate.
shifters. I thought you meant crocodiles. Shifters.
No, we're
No.
gonna get our own crocodile soon.
Yeah,
So-
Penny's not boyfriend was one, remember?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we kind of encountered him again too.
What y'all been up to since I've been gone?
Trying very, very hard not to fucking die. How about that? How about that?
I go to fight a war for 11 years.
11 years for you.
I know. If she's looking at the Lady Celestial course, you may now speak.
She's actually been patiently waiting. And she says, "Thank you. You may claim
Oh.
jurisdiction wherever you'd
She
like when it
holds her
comes
hands up.
to matters
She
of the
holds-
Fae."
She just smiles because she said thank you.
Ever thank the Fae?
She just smiles. I will cash that debt you owe me when I want to.
Hey,
Thank you.
and-
I appreciated that you just offended me.
I'm just going to sit here.
The leader of the
pretend that
Celestial
I
Chorus looks
exist
at you,
somewhere.
Emery's, and she says, "Obviously, the leader is here to talk earnest."
No, there is an earnest need to talk about all of these
No, I
situations.
agree. We have people coming in to a building we built on a campus that we
ground.
sponsor.
On ground that did not belong to you.
Don't own a public campus. They don't.
She's not understanding what I'm saying, is she, Emery's?
You're trying to claim jurisdiction because you're the Fey Duchess of this area. The Fey Duchess of this area has no authority over the wizards of this area, nor do they
That
have
is-
authority over the werewolves of this.
So basically, what I'm hearing is that there's no legal precedent for either the mages or the Fae to have claim over this building. Correct?
Correct.
Is that what I'm understanding?
That is exactly what I am hearing, and that is correct.
So you don't own the so turns to
My
to-
issue, my big issue, this is my issue and has been, is they are blocking access to something that they need to
on
survive.
property that belongs to neither party.
I don't care what they do here. As long as they are allowed to access what they need here, I frankly give two shits.
Okay. Can we come to some kind of arrangement to allow the Fae to access, at the very least, access the glamour that has been allowed to collect here? Can we come to that agreement?
We can discuss. The Mages Council is open to cooperate with the kingdoms of Fae in any way, shape, and in order to foster better relations.
Well, you're doing a very
Best
sour
news I've
job.
heard. Oh God,
I
we
have
were
been
so
nothing
you were-
but polite. And apparently I now owe you some favor,
Yes,
which
you
I'm
do.
more than happy. But
Just-
I am not the one who has come into these negotiations with a chip on their shoulder and is looking to pound it through the front of my skull that they are definitely a noble of power within their own society. Wonderful. I'm very happy for it. I could not begin to explain how much that does not matter to them.
I try so hard to try.
Rose
and
is just going to leave
facilitate.
the room. Rose is just
Peaceful
gonna leave the room.
negotiations.
Does Rose go
And-
further into the observatory or
She's
outside?
going to the telescope.
Oh, god damn it! I still
All-
don't have
all
any
I'm
Freeze!
We're on
Pandora!
Where are you going now? Where are you going
He's-
now?
She-
What
no,
is
she-
happening
No,
here?
she's
Why
getting
are you-
on. No, hold on. She's getting on her phone and calling Molly.
Okay.
just-
So we're gonna
okay, she's
stop
using
that
the
scene
phone.
there.
She's using the phone.
And we're
I just-
cutting back to Pandora sprinting down the quad.
Yeah, how the fuck is my friend doing? Is she just like sitting in the grass? Is she seizing? Like, what state is she in?
So, Madness, you
That's
were
me.
running to back up towards the observatory from the construction
Yeah.
site. You called you either called or texted
Texted.
Pandora. You texted Pandora as you're moving up there to come find you. How far are you still trying to move up towards the observatory, or did you actually stop like Holly told you?
So trying to remember everything. Bay would have been on the phone with Holly because
Mhm.
talking to kinfolk after talking to Maria would have sat down at the table at the construction site, which is like the break table, which Bay like asked, it's like, can I just be here because I'm not as allergic to this
Mhm.
shit. Talked to the kinfolk, got the message from Holly, got the call from Holly, talking to Holly, and then as soon as that call ended and the evil Roomba activated, would have been texting Pandora while fucking trying to climb up the fucking hill because Bay started back towards the observatory
Yeah.
as soon as Holly was on the phone. I don't think he told me how far I had gone
It
from
is
the
a decent
observatory.
ways because where they're cleaning everything out and everything like that, they're basically had to cut away all the topsoil, which was pretty much turned to
Mhm.
silver, and then
Yeah.
they have and the lower portion that's up on the hill by the observatory, and so
Mhm.
down the hill and the parking lot further is where they have the big bins that the big piles of dirt, and then all the trucks are pulling in so they can dump the dirt into the back of the trucks and haul it off.
Okay.
Okay. So you're
Um,
down there at the bottom of the hill. So it's about
Yeah.
maybe 200 yards to get to the
Was
observatory.
Was I down where we parked?
No, you were parked much closer to the observatory.
Okay. Yeah. Because
yeah.
I know that they rerouted us.
Yes.
So Bay would have been booking it basically as soon as Holly got on the phone. So I am pretty much like just trying to get up that fucking hill and then texted
And the
Pandora.
only thing that makes it hard is that the observatory is on the highest hill on campus.
Exactly.
And so,
Of
you
course
know,
it fucking is.
yeah. And so you're like literally walking
I'm
up like a
trudging it.
30-degree slope.
It's easier going down than it is going back
Oh
up.
hell yeah.
So can I make an athletics roll to see how far I
Absolutely.
got?
Absolutely.
That is Dex and athletics.
You can make it stamina and athletics just because of what
Stamina.
you're doing.
Oh, thank God I have more dice than that.
The sniper has no dex.
45. Sniper has Dex. It's just I have more stamina than I do Dex because human.
Woman.
Sorry, I have to do math.
If Bay runs,
And
if
still hurt.
Bay does well enough, we just crash right into each
No, you're
Okay.
because you're coming downhill, and I'm
Yeah.
assuming you're not
We're
even
gonna
bothering.
fall down the fucking hill.
No, I'm gonna be like Bay's gonna be like trudging uphill, and you're gonna shoot by her like a lightning bolt because you're not gonna be able to stop.
What is my target number?
The momentum.
A 7.
4 successes.
Okay.
One of them is a 10.
Yo,
but I don't have
you-
any specialties in it.
You've been working out, and it shows. Your calves are burning, your quads are burning, but you are booking it
Never
up this
skip leg
hill.
day.
Never skip leg day.
I am still also that was with me removing a dice because I am still hurt.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those the panic, the adrenaline is
Yeah.
going. It's the hunter being a fucking hunter.
So you make it about halfway up the hill, and you see Pandora hauling ass down the hill towards you.
Uh-huh.
Pandora, you can see Baya's basically hauling ass up the hill towards you. So I'm
I feel like I'm
assuming,
gonna have to skid to a stop, like dig
Yeah,
my
pretty
heels in to not just fall down the fucking hill.
Do one of those slide stop standing up.
Yeah.
Slide it
The
home
B and A
base.
stands for buff. I love it.
No,
Oh,
literally.
don't slide
let's
in home
go.
base. It's pavement. You'll get road rash.
Werewolves heal easier than humans.
They do.
Okay.
I think as soon as Bay sees Pandora,
Mhm.
like Pandora is able to see Bay is in like frantic mode. Like you probably haven't seen Bay with this expression since the dinner party. Where Bay is gone, it is just the hunter is trying to mitigate shit and trying to rationalize. And do werewolves have improved hearing?
Yes. Every
Yes.
one of their senses.
Pandora, as you get closer, you hear Bay just saying Mansfield, 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 Mansfield. And for those at home, if you have ever seen the show Supernatural, the Winchesters have a phrase they use called Poughkeepsie. It means shit's gone fucking sideways. Don't trust anything. And that is Bay's version of Poughkeepsie is Mansfield.
All
Which
places
Pandora
in
knows.
Indiana for some reason.
It's
But
not an
I
well,
know.
it's not. It's a city in Missouri as well.
Yeah. Oh, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
So Pandora is gonna skid to a stop. One, so that we both don't go tumbling, because also Bay is fragile and I don't want to like bust their shit like when we're not in danger. Or rather not fighting yet. But is going to keep a little bit of a distance once she hears the like Mansfield repeating like
Mhm.
that, like kind of obsessively, and just kind of like, what do you need from me?
Holly's doing something. Mansfield, I need to not be awake. Whatever the fuck.
Awake?
Put me down.
Oh, okay.
I trust
What
you.
exactly do you mean by put me down?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Clarifying language. Clarifying language.
You mean
Because you're saying
you
this
mean
to a
us-
werewolf, she can just bite your head
Yeah,
off.
yeah. No, I could just snap you in half. You're saying as in like sleep and put you in like the car?
I don't care. Holly.
I'm not gonna kill you.
Holly.
Are you still on the phone with Holly, or did you jump the
No,
call?
Holly hung up on me. Or Holly did something, and I thought you said the phone disconnected.
Or, but yes, probably.
Probably. But I mean, Bay's just been holding like death gripping their own phone, and because I had to text Pandora.
In
Okay,
the
yeah, no, got it. So as Pandora's running up to you, and you say that to Pandora, Bay, you are struck with the worst instant migraine you have ever had in your life. It's that migraine that makes everything go white.
Oh, this feels like rush week. Oh no.
It actually reminds you a lot of the first time you ever came in contact with Apollo.
Oh, the dick. I think if it feels like Apollo, Bay's just gonna say, "Not now, fuck boy." Pandora.
Yeah, okay, all right.
And you hear a voice in your head.
Oh, shit.
Daughter, something.
It's fine. Just you two duke it out.
This thing says have mission. Are you attempting
Pandora.
to give my vessel?
Pandora, please.
Somebody get fucking set on fire for this. But
Just knock her out. Just knock her out.
yeah, no, I'm gonna
Put her in a sleeper hold.
no like what's the most humane way for me to
A
induce
sleeper hold.
Bonk.
No, that's
I
not.
don't
That'll give her a
wanna-
concussion.
I don't
Oh,
want
no,
to give
you're
her a
right.
concussion.
Just put her in a
Right,
triangle choke.
right.
It won't stop her from breathing, but it'll cut off the blood flow to her brain. Just don't kill her.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and just like kind of pet them.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry,
Go
bro.
to sleep.
I
Go
think-
to sleep.
Because I think
Singing
as
a
soon as
lullaby?
yeah,
Rockabye Bay.
I think as soon as Pandora actually like makes the motion to like help Bay with this.
Yeah.
Bay just like leans into it to like let Pandora get a good grip, and then leans into the pressure and goes the distance of like putting her own arm onto Pandora's arm to push it more,
Mm-hmm.
and is just like, and then reaches one hand up and laces her fingers in with Pandora's. And then like, so then Pandora can feel the hold relaxing.
Mm-hmm.
And Bay at this point is just like, there's tears coming. There's just like, there's so much pain going on in her head right now. They are just overwhelmed with all of this because we're still close enough to the observatory where those magical sensitivities are kicking off.
Yeah. Everything here has been warped with magic.
Exactly. So Bay is like overstimulated at this point and just done. And being knocked the fuck out is better than this. Because knowing that Apollo is Apollo, it's like, if I'm knocked out, I can have this conversation when my body's not conscious right now.
And
'Cause the
because it's
physical body needs to go
Pandora,
down.
and because like you're basically caught between a giant forearm and a giant bicep, and
Mm-hmm.
it's perfectly pressing on the two carotids.
Yep.
Bay's hand is gripping you like a vice for a couple of seconds, and then it just arm drops down.
As soon as they go limp, I'm gonna just kind of sit on the side of the hill with them.
Mm-hmm. You're just sitting there holding them?
Yeah.
Okay. For anyone else who's walked by and saw this, it looked like you just murdered her.
I know.
It's just gays being gay.
It's just, this is a scene, guys.
We're into this. It's fine. I can.
We're rehearsing.
You know those weird ass drama kids.
So,
Damn
Bay,
drama kids.
you
Oh shit!
Are-
Oh shit!
you are aware of your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
You are standing in a large amphitheater. It is an old Roman style Greek Roman amphitheater, and sitting across from you on one of these stone settees is Apollo,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of sitting there, and he has his lyre is in his right hand, and he is kind of got he's in his normal attire. He's in his Roman toga, and he's got his gold sandals on, and he kind of he runs his left hand through his hair. His right hand's holding the lyre, and he looks up at you, and he says, "What are you doing?"
I am. Oh, good. This fucking worked. You can do things with prophecies and things. So I assumed that if I was knocked the fuck out and you got in contact with me because shit's happening, going sideways, you would probably do this. Good. This is, oh God, you are so useful. I'm so glad there's this connection between us right now.
Something is so wrong.
Yeah. So
what did you do?
What do you know about what's been going on with me?
My God, I'm not omniscient.
I know, but because we established this, like you're claiming parental rights now, so I need to know how much of my social media you're looking through. Like, what parental advisory locks have you got in my life?
There are things that I can and prophesy. It's like you, I can know. There are things that we are at a juxtaposition of many possible.
Okay.
And part of that is based around some choice that you're supposed to make.
Okay. What do you know about mages?
They think they're little gods.
Okay. What do you know about avatars? Like awakened avatars?
They are little gods.
Okay. I don't have one.
You don't have an awakened.
I exactly. Mine is sleeping. That's why I'm allergic to magic on top of other shit. But anyways, so a mage who I am friends with, Emrys, who is the Merlin, who's probably the one that you almost shot a fucking arrow at whenever we did a thing to see what the fuck's going on with me.
Yes.
He's a good one. He's basically Merlin. He's a wizard, lizard, wizard. I don't know. It's anyways, there's one named Kilgara that used to be in his head and not at the same time. And they just like, oh, okay. We went into something called a horizon realm that the mages can make. In that horizon realm was an avatar that was made into basically an AI to run the horizon realm. Because I don't have anything blocking communication like other people in my friend group do, like Pandora and Emrys, like the AI was able to talk to me in my head, and I named her Holly and gave her consciousness because don't pack bond with the Roomba. I'm a human, I'm a millennial, it's what we do. But so, and Holly, like, I didn't want Holly to be lonely. I basically info dumped about Studio Ghibli to Holly. It's a whole thing. But Holly gave me something to basically be able to contact her in case I ever needed a way out of a situation, because I'm apparently at a disadvantage with these fucking people that I've decided to sign a sticky note and be friends with. But I used it in the wrong way because we got deceived. Holly got threatened by a bigger, badder mage thing. Do you know who the technocracy is?
As you're telling me that, as you think about it, you give.
And I'm just gonna fucking info dump the old-fashioned way, and I'm gonna just And Bay just runs their fingers along their tattoo on the side of their head.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who doesn't know about head tattoos, usually the hair growth is changed whenever the ink is put into it. Bay has had this tattoo touched up several times to where Bay's hair pattern has changed around the tattoo because Bay has laurel leaves, a crown of laurel leaves around the entire perimeter and underside of their undercut. This was their first tattoo. This was their job killer.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the only thing that seemed to stabilize them in the worst part of their life. And they are just running their fingers over it and thinking everything related to what's been going on for the past 2 weeks. Has it only been 2 weeks?
Honestly, yeah. No, the pacing of these games is fucking crazy.
Fucked.
Yep.
And basically gets all the way to the point of them blacking out in Pandora's arms and then looking at Apollo. Okay, you're caught up now. Now you know if I don't help Holly and get Holly out of the technocracy's clutches, then bad shit's gonna happen. So I think I'm just a person. They're fucking monster killers. I don't kill monsters. I help them find a place to live. I am expendable in this situation to where if I let Holly start the process of going inside me, then you know what? I'm still a person because I'm going to be some kind of baby mage who doesn't know how shit works. So I should be easy to take out of the game if things go bad. I trust Emrys. I trust Pandora. I need to know if I can still have this connection with you if Holly takes over, or if there is something you can do to strike me down. I know the story of the oracles. I know what happens to your oracles because they get fucked by fate itself by being connected to you. I was literally used. I was used as a child because of this connection with you.
He looks at you and he says, there is nothing that I would not try and help if it was within my power. I am only father of. I am not.
I don't need the Weaver of Fates. They've apparently decided to put so many knots into my life that I end up just in fucked up situations It's why I'm a hunter. It's why I am here. But if I don't take in Holly, they will find a way to ruin the world itself. I need to know, if I take in Holly fully, is there a way you can put her to sleep temporarily while we figure this out? I will give up my sight again
He says,
willingly.
"Stop. You've passed that test already. You do not need to walk through that trial again." He says,
Then stick me in a fucking maze like a manticore.
he says,
Like a
I'm going to give you a little bit of information. I am barely able to hold this thing back.
can you
This is a construct of pure human id.
wait, did I make this?
Don't know. I cannot.
Okay.
This thing is unknown to. As gods, we do not have this aspect of us. We are created by mortal belief.
Bay is gonna try something. Hearing that this is human id and Bay being Bay, Bay is going to change the appearance of themselves to make themselves look more, because Bay is AFAB. Bay is going to change their appearance in this area to look more like Apollo, just younger. Does it work? Oh, okay, this works. I have an idea.
In your mind.
Okay, then that makes this even more interesting. Bay is going to think of a set of bunk beds and is going to basically consciously on the bottom bunk think of a sleeping basically trying to think the word for it. Basically think of a sleeping figure that is like it's humanoid-esque. They look like Bay, but not Bay. But Bay only knows what they look like. Enough to be able to probably properly vision this. And it's just a sleeping figure sleeping with the face turned towards the opposite direction of Apollo and Bay. And then going to think of another sleeping figure, still faceless, still mostly like detailless on the top bunk. And then is going to think of the one on the top bunk being bundled and wrapped up, but it's a younger version of Bay, like a more childlike version.
Mm-hmm.
And think of basically kind of like if you have a kid who had a really bad nightmare, so you bundle them up real tight in the blankets. Yeah, someone who is swaddled on that top bunk and have that to where their face would be facing us, but it's still a faceless face, and say, I want to try and see if you and Holly can reach a compromise. A temporary compromise.
Well, the last thing I was going to tell you is you have someone, something that you know that can hold it. You need to speak to Emery's dragon.
Kilgara, who likes stuffies?
Yes. He is also the embodiment of a power that is neither human imagination, nor is it some kind of esoteric belief system. It's a fabric of reality.
I think thinking of Kilgara the dragon and stuffies, a little stuffed dragon appears on the bunk bed near both of the figures.
Like, that profound. The stuffy stands up. And it's like, this is...
I didn't make you talk. Oh no, oh god, this is a cone situation now. You are
Kilgara.
Holy shit.
Oh fuck. Okay, hold on one second.
Holy shit.
Going to
Holy
instead
shit.
think of the what the country that has the dragon on the flag.
Wales?
Wales?
Yeah, I'm going to think of the wyvern
Oh,
that is on the flag of Wales instead and
suddenly-
adjust it.
Yeah, he suddenly turns into a very red-scaled dragon. Different shades of red,
Yeah.
obviously. But he doesn't get much bigger than you or Apollo, because Apollo's a human size. And he's kind of
Yeah.
looks at it, he's like, much more. He's like, first off, impressive. Didn't know you had it in you.
I
He's
neither.
like, he looks at Apollo and he says, and he kind of just bows and he says, don't understand why I've been, but I'm assuming magic is needed. Apollo
Daddy-o,
Apollo
explain.
looks at him and says, we need to be able to hold a
Awakened avatar.
yes in a vessel of some kind temporarily. Gilgara's like, good God, would you stop this? Souls flying left and right.
I didn't mean to bond with the Roomba.
No,
Listen.
okay, look, I can give you something temporary. Because it's going to be physical. And you're going to need to have the ability to put it somewhere safe. And it's not going to last forever, but it's going to last a good time. Are you okay to imprison this thing?
Fuck. Bay is going to think through basic childhood things and think of a Game Boy Color. The purple one that's the clear translucent material, and just hold out their hand. Can you put Holly in something like this to where she can still communicate?
No. The reason for that is I need to put this mind in a receptacle that is going to be able to represent enough of what it's supposed to be that it can accept it. I am going to put it in a golem.
Oh. Okay. Are you providing the golem, or do I need to find someone to make me a golem?
I'm going to be providing everything, but if I'm doing this for you, you owe me a favor.
Oh, of course I do.
And it says, I have a child who is awoken,
Mm-hmm.
and I need someone to guide them in the.
Does it have to be me?
Yes, because you owe me. I owe Emrys.
Okay, so is this something Emrys can help me with?
Sure. Gotta work that out with him.
You can just take it out of my paycheck. It's fine. You say child, do you mean like child?
No. They're old. But they're new to this era.
So
They
displaced out of time?
Yes.
Do I need to teach them how internet works?
They're having trouble with the whole concept of cars.
That's fair. Do they need a place to stay?
Probably, but they could also just find their own place. But I just want to know, are you willing to trade?
How long will the golem last?
Depends on the entity, but it could be months.
Is the golem going to look earthen? Is it going to look?
It's going to look like a giant, really crude clay statue. I'm not going to give it more. If I make it too lifelike, it'll be able to move it.
Does it have to be a giant statue?
About the size of a person. Okay, wait. If you meant, is it going to be like 10 feet tall? No, it's going to be about 5 feet tall. And I can put it wherever you want it to be put. I'm just telling you that this entity you're summoning is going to be trapped in it.
Ugh, I don't want to trap Holly. That sounds cruel. Can I still communicate with her when she's in it?
You'll have to figure that out. I cannot make it to where they can communicate with you. It's the nature of the golem. The golem is just a holding vessel. He says, if you can work it out in other ways with other supernaturals to reach out to this entity, I don't know if that will break the golem. So you're going to have to find that out. I just have this source for a solution for your current problem. If it's acceptable, we can make a deal. If it's not,
Paige just looks at Apollo, runs their hands over their tattoo again. I agree.
very well.
Just
He
put
says-
the golem, and Bay is going to think of the.
May I recommend Emery's basement?
I was trying to think of a place in Emeris's basement that wouldn't be in the way.
In the room that no one uses in the back with the coffin?
No, no, I don't want to know what's going on in that room. I feel like Pandora and her girlfriend have fucked on that coffin, so let's go with no. Yeah, let's. Oh fuck. Can you just like hold off on the placement of the golem until I talk to Emeris, because he might
No.
have. God damn it. Fine.
Once we agree to this, it's going to happen.
I've been in Emeris's basement, correct? Thanks.
Yes.
We were in it recently, like
Yeah.
a day
Yeah.
ago.
Is there a office space in there?
The way I heard it
Yes,
described
so-
previously was like everyone comes into the living room, then there's a kitchen,
Mhm.
and then there's a hallway that goes out the kitchen that goes back to where all the rooms are. There probably was room for an office because it's 3 bedrooms back there, which means there's like a room where a 4th bedroom would be. So that could be an office or study or something.
Yeah, we'll be right next. I would probably have put that like right next door to Emeris's bedroom.
Got it.
Just put Holly in Emeris's office area out of the way where she won't be in the way of him working.
Very well.
Please and thank you.
Done.
Okay.
I am going
Who-
to fetch. I'll
All right. I'm assuming you know where we are. Are you gonna hang around in my head to check in, or are you going back to Emeris?
I have been granted access. You belong to him. He points to Apollo. He's like, I have merely been granted access to negotiate this.
Lovely. Well, it was nice meeting you, Kilgara. All right. Well, if I'm not gonna kill people being taken over by an evil Roomba,
It's not evil. Worried.
that's fine. Wait, you know about magic shit. Is there never mind. This is a long conversation anyway. I will reach out to you one day, eventually, whenever you come to collect something else, probably. Because let's be honest, I fuck up a lot. You can ask Magic Daddy-O, he'll tell you.
He's like, have a very, very good day.
Oh, I don't think I will, but I'll try. I appreciate it.
He disappears.
I'm so buying a dragon stuffy.
So as you're sitting there holding Bay, she's kind of like doing these little motions. Right as she seems to calm down for some reason, a sparkly pink dragon plushie appears by your leg.
Oh Jesus! What?
And it's got a little note around its neck. tied around its neck.
I'm gonna pick it up and read the note.
This to Pandora, love Kilgara.
Oh,
We're gonna cone Kilgara.
we're gonna.
All right.
Oh boy. Okay.
So, Cove. Whereabouts would you be right now? Are you in the
In the
States?
water.
I know, but are you
Somewhere.
are you in the States? Are you somewhere else? Where would you be?
Oh
be anywhere.
boy. Probably hanging around the shores of Ireland at the moment.
So, and I assume you're in your natural form.
Oh yeah.
So, as you're basking, because you have to spend a lot of time basking on the coast of Ireland, but as you're basking, you feel a presence in you. And you feel a very familiar essence. It's ancient. It is reptilian. It reminds you of some of the myths and folklore from your people of the first one, the elder, great one. And you hear in your mind, wayward child, well,
I'm warm as I can be, and I have the sea, I suppose.
I know that you have a close to, but you are awake, and I know you have a burning need. Because I have people of this era and trust. They took care of one of my other children, and through no fault of their own. But then they actually helped putting him. So I owe them. But I do not want to see any of my children spoken to be left without some kind of beach to land upon which will allow them to step out. So I've made an arrangement. They will help you adjust to this time, answering questions, providing you a place to stay when you're not as you are, when you're not as you should be, but as you are. If you wish, start looking for those answers. I've already made the arrangement, and I can send you to them. Is this something that you wish for?
It's been a while since I've been on an adventure. I think it's time.
Oh. He says, I'm sending you to a place that is not too different from where you are now. So the weather conditions at least won't change too.
Unfortunate.
Like, don't worry. There are ways to get around in this world that you have not even begun to experience. And it's going to be a major adjustment. I'm going to send you to my current representative. Try and look as human as possible. They would not be terrified or shocked by your actual forms. Well, one of them would, but it's because of, it says, but they're much used to dealing with the changings. Unfortunately, they've, as I said, their dealings with one of your kind have mainly been hard. So maybe you will also give them a new outlook on the oldest.
That's what I'm good at.
Does- Do you have anything you need to recover before you leave?
Nothing that's left.
You kind of almost feel a note of sadness in his presence. Sometimes the deep. Very well. He says, shift to your two-legged form of man, and we will send you on your way.
Oh, it has been a while. Okay.
It's been a while since I used only 2 legs.
I'm gonna fumble around this particular shift until like finally getting there. It's like cracking all of the bones. Like, okay.
So you shift into your human form. What do you look like?
Oh
And
boy.
what here's a good question. Because you woke up from the deep dreaming, what is the one piece of outfit that you have bonded to yourself that transforms with you? Because it would probably be something from the period you last were alive in.
We're gonna Jack Sparrow looking motherfucker walking around Seattle. Let's get it.
Which would not be very unusual for Seattle.
No,
Let's be honest.
no.
It is just. It's one thing.
It's like an outfit. So like part
Oh,
of it,
okay.
like,
That's why I was like,
outfit.
do I have to pick
No, it's
like
not like
No.
a loincloth. Like Pandora's
No,
like,
no.
outfit is
Yeah.
like
At least
like
at
work
minimum,
jeans.
please have pants.
Like,
Well,
like
that's the
Pandora's
thing.
outfit includes like the battle vest, like a shirt, and then pants and boots. It's not like a loincloth. Like you don't have to have like a toga. Like
No, that's the thing. It's only 2 things. It is his pants
Mhm.
and his hat.
Love that.
I
That
love
is
him so much.
That's no problem.
But what he looks like,
Please be thorough.
so he stands at a solid 4'7". He has lighter skin, but it has been tanned from days upon weeks upon years in just the beating sun. He has freckles from head to toe, absolutely covering this man's body. The only thing that he has more of over his body than freckles is scars. Every inch of this man is covered in scars. There's even a notch taken out of one of his ears. He has curled, unruly, tousled, like teardrop blue hair that falls all around his face. It's on medium length. He has one blue eye and one teal eye, which gives him an interesting dichotomy into his appearance. He has dimples constantly. Nothing you can do about that. He has piercings all over his ears. His lips pierced. He has one of his eyebrows pierced. There's probably 6 to 10 piercings in each ear. And then on his left eyebrow, he has the double eyebrow piercing, but none of them are in like normal colors. They're all in blues and greens with only like a few gold ones just to stand out a little bit. His build is lean, practical muscle. Like he's not bodybuilder strong, but he's also not like a twink. He has the build of someone who uses those muscles rather than builds them just to have them. And then my favorite part is his tattoos. He is covered in tattoos. So on one shoulder, he has fish scales. On the other shoulder, he has reptilian scales. Covering the entirety of his back is a ship. And this ship has people on it. It has 13 people on it, and those people are incredibly detailed. Everything that I'm going to mention tattoo-wise is all in vivid color. There is no black and white, no outlines, nothing. This is vivid color. Somewhere on his body, there's a sea serpent, there's a male selkie, there are various deep sea fish, talking like anglerfish, gulper eels, that sort of thing. He has a compass surrounded by waves and some transparent little fish. There is a crocodile on his body. There's a manta ray that's accompanied by eels, various sea slugs, a group of swallows flying in a rainstorm with lightning around them. There's a biblically accurate mermaid. Take that as ye will. There are various shellfish going around in a whirlpool. A sea otter that's holding a particularly pretty rock. There's a kraken that's sleeping, and then there's a kelpie. And yeah. Ta-da.
Well, back to the observatory.
Can we take a break really quick?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was
had
gonna
to
say,
go to the bathroom for like 45 minutes.
we'll cut back to the observatory in 10 minutes. We're gonna take a break, guys, and we will see you back then.
Okay, thank you.
ladies and
Bring
gentlemen.
forth the lizard boy.
Bring forth the lizard boy. God. So, real quick, I want to check back in. I was going to go back to the observatory, but I want to go right back to Pandora real fast. Are you still just sitting outside, like, cradling Bay?
Yes, until she is conscious. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cut back to now. I'm gonna cut back to the actual observatory. So, Emery's,
Yep.
it's chaos. You're barely holding it
Yep.
together.
Yep.
Freaking, the Countess has stormed out.
She left before she lost her shit.
Yeah. Aiden has gone with her, of course. What are you doing?
We're still kind of like on that like kind of upper balcony situation,
Mm-hmm.
aren't we?
Same
I'm
level as
pretty
the
much like
actual,
yeah, pretty much
telescope.
like leaning on the rails, like one hand on my staff, the other hand like on the rails, and then I'm just kind of like I put my free hand to my nose, the bridge of my nose, and I'm like, this is what being the Merlin means. I have my work cut out for me, and I clearly still have a lot to learn.
You hear a voice beside you. The same, you recognize it. It's the still leader of the Celestial Chorus, and they say, "You are the Merlin." But
Yes.
and they're like, by the way, where is Excalibur?
I believe we left Excalibur in Penny's safe.
But blade. Not.
It's a long story, but yeah, from an alternate universe, because you know the multiverse is a real thing.
No.
Was loaned to me by that universe's Merlin because he figured I would need it, and because there are rules against me cutting open a doorway into other universes so that I can return it. I can't return it, so now it's just kind of stuck here until it kind of does what its own thing, and I still have to go questing for the actual Excalibur that actually belongs here. So that's also a thing.
So, in actuality, you're not the because you haven't title yet.
Because
You have Excalibur. It's just not
I have
this
Excalibur.
plane's.
It's not this plane's Excalibur. I am the literal physical reincarnation of Merlin.
I understand that.
So I still have to earn the title then. Fine. Which means I still need to go questing for Excalibur, which is apparently what I need to do to earn the title. Fine. Just have to figure out
And
where
if you
Excalibur
don't
is.
remember quite exactly, Merlin wasn't the source of it.
No, there were not. I need to find the lady or the lake, and then find the lady within the lake. That's gonna be fun.
So let's just say that
Sure.
I could help.
I feel like there is a catch.
Of course, quid pro quo.
Equivalent exchange and all that, sure.
I can point you to the current manifestation, and I can
Okay.
tell you where the lake is. You'll have to do the legwork to make it all work.
Sure.
But since you're the Merlin, that shouldn't be a big deal.
I should hope not.
All that being said, if I were to be able to do this for you, guaranteed, give you the information now, you could possibly verify it in a few hours. If would you be willing to intercede on the council's behalf with the Fae?
I don't see that I would have a choice either way. I was already kind of in that neighborhood anyway, so wait. Clarity of language, because I know as well as you do that is very, very tantamount to what we do. When you say intercede on the council's behalf with the Fae, I'm going to need specifics as to what you are asking of me.
Currently, the Countess is obviously very upset.
Yes.
And they don't seem to be willing to discuss matters, especially not with other wizards. I mean, they will discuss it in the fact
or
that
at
they
least-
will yell at us and remind us that they're accounted, that they have jurisdiction here. And that's really doesn't help our situation, because we're not going to agree on whose jurisdiction's who, because we're two different societies.
Sure.
Now, the
That
thing we can agree on,
have no legal claim either way. But
the thing we can agree on is that is a Fey implement.
Yes.
And my wild card that I've been holding, but since she's so upset, I didn't want to play it because I literally feel that it could send her over the edge. My wild card is this, and she pulls out what looks to, just out of her sleeve, she draws what looks to be a bone scroll tube.
Do I want to know what's in that tube?
Original copy of a contract signed between knockers.
Okay.
And
So-
and ratified by the Queen of Dark.
Because of course Mab was involved. Of course she was. Right. Okay. So let's that exists. How does that factor into my intercession?
If I were to walk in, bash everyone on the head with this, i.e., just plain old show it to them, and proceed to tell them how this gives us right and ownership over the telescope, the ability to hold this property, even in her jurisdiction. The only thing that would do at this point would be make her incensed to find a way out of the
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not saying that they would ignore the contract, attack, anything like that. They are obviously Fae. They obviously know the rules.
But she does, yes.
We don't have an issue giving the Fae access to the telescope. We don't have an issue giving Fae access to. We just don't.
I feel like
want
there's
to
a huge
We
but.
just don't want to see overrun with Fae, and to see Fae camping out on the lawn. If we're going to do this, every single Fae who wants access must register as a student.
Interesting.
They must not attract undue attention. They must register for courses that are taught here at the observatory. While they have access to the observatory through their course, they may interact with the telescope as they wish, and they may draw as much, call it what we call
Glamour.
they, must,
The
they
term they
may
use is glamour.
draw as much glamour as they need from the telescope. The other time, they are not to telescope unless they have an appointment with an instructor, etc.
There's I don't know. I know that there are likely rules with them around institutions such as this. The whole banality thing may be something that comes into play. I don't know for certain, but that is something that may give her some pause.
As I understand it, this area is much less destructive to them, especially the observatory itself. Parking lot might not be as nice. The observatory, I know, could be fairly safe. They don't have to come onto campus to do any registration. They can do everything on.
That's I can't speak for all Fae, but I know of at least a couple of them who are not so great with technology.
But it can be handled for them. What I'm saying is the only place they really, the only thing they really have to do, take one course a semester.
I can assure you that I will bring this to her attention. What I cannot assure is that she will agree.
But you can assure that you will do everything in your power to get her to possible.
You're asking me to manipulate a dear friend.
I'm not asking you to. Well, if you feel that it's going to take manipulation to convince them, then maybe the situation isn't. But you're the Merlin. I have faith in you to make the best of this, as it is the Merlin's job to walk the line between our realms of mortals and other creatures. Merlin of legend, one who taught Arthur, gave instruction to how to be a.
Yeah. So everyone keeps reminding me. I will do what I can. I can make no promises, but I will do everything I can.
I know you're a man of your.
That I am.
In that case, I will make all the arrangements to have an audience, and you may petition Lady of the Lake.
A question for you, if I may be so bold.
Please.
With all of this entire arrangement, and he looks them squarely in the eyes, what do you get out of this?
The ability to continue council to continue to do our works here that we have become very accustomed to doing, utilizing this reservoir. We've been
What
able to perform
exactly-
greater works of magic here. Where else? This has been in place since. It has never, ever able to be. You don't know what it links and not. Touch it, nothing happens. Cross. It is tapped into some source. Part of the contract states
Apparently.
that we cannot violate the integrity of the device to try and discern what that source is.
A second question for you. Would you, in your time drawing from your limited interaction with the device, happen to have any ideas as to how to get my friend's husband out of there?
There's a reason we've kept Faye away from it. It's part of the contract. We are to do everything in our power to ensure that no Faye is allowed to peer through the.
But there's no instructions on what to do should that fail. No fail safe, no backup, no nothing.
Observatory.
Holy hand grenades of Antioch.
The telescope is not a usable device by students. It is a piece of antiquity.
It is a museum piece.
And when it was first installed, it was far too expensive to allow students to handle. So we've been able to put up blockers from stopping anyone who might even slightly have a chance of being Fae from looking through. And we've used the power of the very device itself to hide it from them. That's why no Fae knew. Except for the
Until they did. Well,
until things change.
Things always change, don't they?
It's the only constant.
You're right about that.
I will be able to give you some kind of information when we can make this happen in probably the next. Oh, probably by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Considering how late it is right now.
How late is it right now?
Getting pretty late.
Okay.
Like it's close to midnight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because remember that it took time for them to get that construction crew out here and get started with cleaning out all the soil and everything like that. And the construction crew has been paid because it's been listed as a toxic spill. So the construction crew is being paid to work round the clock overnight. Well, being paid in the fact that they're going to get to smelt down all this silver and keep it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well. The contract. Mm-hmm. Is that something that we'd be able to take a look at? Just
absolutely.
Borrow.
No. Cannot leave. Well, you're on the council, so on your oath to the council that you protect it and bring it back intact? Absolutely.
For the safety of the artifact, to have my friend take a look at it while we are still on the premises.
Absolutely, that makes
hand it back to you.
Make it even easier.
I strive to make things easier.
All right. Well, in
Uh,
that case, whenever they're ready to look at it, break the news to them, and I will have it ready to go and be presented to them.
Excellent. I shall speak to them, and perhaps when heads are cooler, we can make arrangements to have them view the contract.
Anytime you need it.
Your assistance with this is greatly appreciated. I know that this has been quite the event,
Sweet tea
as
special.
it has been for all of us.
So, she says, it's not exactly the easiest situation to deal with in the world, having all this happen so suddenly.
All at once, yes.
And I appreciate the fact that there are probably tons of extenuating circumstances in everyone's.
Boy, oh boy, you have no idea.
But I think that I can state fairly equivocally that we are more than willing to try and work with them to make this situation now, as it sits, to make it work. Because who knows what's going to happen in the next, 10 minutes that's going to make the entire world change again.
Oh, why would you say that?
Uh-huh.
Why would you speak that into existence?
Not a prophecy.
I know. Now it's going to be in my mind,
Well,
and things. It may as well happen.
so
I don't want it to happen. I don't want it to
you are
happen. I would like
standing
some
on a
time to
very
rest.
smooth stone floor surface. It reminds you of some of the governor's houses that you've been in when you've been arrested.
Yeah.
And so, but it's very smooth. You're in a weirdly circular room. Above you there is an iron balcony. Way up above you, the ceiling is domed. You can see what looks to be a very large looking glass with a chair is mounted on a platform over the center of the room, and the looking glass is pointed up to the ceiling. You're standing there and you see Emery, do you want to describe your character to Cove?
Yeah. So Emrys is about 6'1", is dressed in what looks like black combat boots, a pair of black cargo pants, a printed shirt. It probably has some video game thing printed, probably Legend of Zelda or something printed on the shirt, and he's wearing a purple kind of suede blazer, long dreads, tied in kind of like a half up kind of wolf tail with the rest of it kind of just dangling across his back, holding a large wooden staff that has some runes and things engraved into it.
And he is standing beside
close-shaved beard. Close-shaved beard, ear pierced, and yeah, I don't know that you'd see anything more
Is
than
he
that.
wearing glasses?
He's not wearing glasses right now.
He's not wearing his glasses.
He's not wearing his glasses right now.
And standing beside him is an incredibly tall woman. She is completely bald. Actually, not woman, sorry, androgynous figure, completely bald in long white robes that look absolutely pristine. You even seem to see that there is a glow about her. The robes are white, lined with gold. They are holding a very ornate staff in their hand that has a very large yellow crystal at the top of it. And they are looking down. They're Emery's character, or sorry, Sphinx's character, Emery's has got his back facing you, but they are looking directly at you. They're looking out that way, and as you kind of appear in existence, they kind of look down and it's damn it.
What
You
did you
said
do?
it. It's your fault. You said it. It's your fault.
Did you do something?
I
Did you do something?
did nothing. That person just appeared in the middle of the room, and at this point, things are so crazy. I don't know if I should just load them.
I will go and talk to them. Please don't blow anyone up. And Emrys will turn and look in the direction that they're looking. What is the council person's name, by the way? Because I can't remember.
Oh god, I
The-
don't
the-
remember either. It was something very freaking angelic sounding.
We never got a name.
We didn't get names for most of the council members, like actual
Oh,
names.
true.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Because I just addressed them by their houses they went through.
Yeah.
but
The traditions, yeah.
her name will be Saphira.
Saphira. Councilman Saphira, as always, an honor. I wish I could say it's more. Has been more of a pleasure than what it's been, but it has been somewhat of a pleasure. This has been probably the most pleasant conversation I've had with you.
They kind of laugh and they're like, "I will endeavor to do better."
It's not your fault. Chaos, right? I will go and see what's happening here. I hope to speak with you again soon.
They nod, and you head down.
Yeah, I will head down, staff in hand.
All right. Switching over to Countess, angry girl.
Not that bad.
Angie.
Nah, we don't. Hi, I have bias against Celestial Chorus. They are the most messed up tradition, to
They're
be
fucking
honest.
pretty horrible. Want to talk about religious trauma wrapped up into one organization? Holy shit!
Yeah, they're the ones that actually put a lot of changeling into mental institutions to make them not turn into what they are. Yeah. So Rose has a lot of issues with them. So, Rose is calling Molly, which is our lovely knocker who's old as hell and batshit crazy.
We remember Molly.
So
What
the
is she
phone
doing
rings.
with the dragon energy that she got, by the way? She
That's
just left.
that's also what she's calling about.
Oh, yeah. So, for context, we fought a dragon one time. This is one of the earlier times.
In Chitty Chitty Bang
in Chitty
Bang.
Chitty Bang Bang. And Molly, the person that Rose is calling, had these like fucking steampunk ass jars to like suck some dragon energy and like keep it to like do whatever. And we haven't seen her since, I don't think.
Nope.
So like we don't know what she's been doing with all of that harnessed energy.
So the thing with knockers is when they turn into grumps, when they get old, they get really obsessed over a certain project.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that this is going to be that project.
Yep. So Rose is calling Molly. Is Molly drunk, high, in the middle of something? What is Molly doing?
So the phone rings like 4 times,
God damn it, Molly!
and then it finally picks up, and you hear Molly's like, "Okay, I love you so much, but I had to get untied to answer this fucking phone."
Well, you're gonna need to get dressed, and
No, that's bullshit.
Okay, nothing about a telescope that sucks in Fae.
Sounds like something the Fae shouldn't touch. Go.
It was made by knockers, Molly.
Everything cool is.
Molly.
Yes. I have 4 satyrs.
Okay, but the hot blonde, that is my husband, got sucked into the telescope, Molly.
Good thing you have a backup husband.
Molly.
Yes. There's jelly in between my toes.
Molly.
What does that even mean?
Molly,
Yes.
I love you.
I've done so much cocaine, I think I might explode.
Molly. Molly.
Yes.
what have you been doing with
So it turns out that I can,
the canisters?
the invention I made
Oh,
works.
what did you make?
So you know how the biggest problem that we have as changelings is kind of like age.
Yes, because that's just how life goes, so we can reincarnate, yes.
Yeah, or we could just use energies of natural creatures.
Is that what you did with the canisters?
19 again. I'm
Molly?
hot as shit.
Molly?
Everything's defying gravity.
Molly?
Yes. I have so much energy.
I also
Then
need
what
you
is
to
she doing
identify. I
campaigning
also
for?
need you to identify something for me. So get your ass here. I'm at the university at the planetarium.
Okay, but I want at least half a dozen co-eds.
Half a dozen what?
Co-eds. Oh yeah, forgot. Different era. I want a half a dozen college students who are horny and ready to go.
You could just go to the local bar down the street.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
You didn't specify entirely. I gave you the answer, so deal with it.
You're such a drag. How did I ever mentor you?
Because I make very beautiful art.
Oh. Okay.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
No. I just remembered you have 2 hot husbands. Be there in a bit.
She's just looking at her phone. It's like, and then just hangs up and looks at Ada. Why did I fucking call her?
I don't know. Am I fucking her?
No.
Because it sounded like you promised things without
I-
promising
it's-
things.
No, she said college students.
No, she said you had 2 hot husbands at the end, and then you didn't say no, and then now she's coming.
No. No answer is still better than an answer.
You're not the one who's gonna have to fuck her.
Aiden.
In what universe?
Aiden.
Yes.
Let's.
I'm not a
to the
boy toy you
bed.
can just pass around, despite what Finn
Oh.
says.
You already fucked Molly once, didn't you?
Well, yes, but I was much younger then.
Yeah, exactly. So, you hush. Anyways, let's go look at the telescope, and she's undoing her eye patch
Hmm?
because she's never used it. She doesn't know what it can do, and she's just adjusting to the light. And for context, hi. For Rose sits about 5'2", very curvy, short white hair that is a bob currently. So this is what the mortals see. This is what the mortals see, which is everybody in the group.
Those who haven't
one-
been enchanted.
Correct. One eye is a very beautiful bright violet. She also has a bunch of freckles all over her face. Her ears are pierced all the way up and around. No tattoos. If I remember, I said she's like in a pair of blue jeans and a very oversized sweater, because that's her usual aesthetic. However, the left eye is there's no iris. It is a solid gold crystal, and it goes all the way up into her hairline. Various crystals, and it glitters in the light and everything. Yep. And she has scarring on her face, and she is heading towards the telescope.
Very metal.
So you're walking back into the building. As you walk in the building,
She never left the building. She just went down the hall.
Oh, okay, got it. I thought you'd gone outside for some reason. So
Nope.
as you come back down the hallway, you see Emery's is walking up towards the figure that Cove described. So basically, what you see is someone in pantaloons and a tri-cornered hat covered in tattoos, standing there and staring at Emery's. Emery's is walking up to them. Emery's, what are you doing?
Emery's is
If I see Rose,
she looks confused.
No, Rose is coming from behind you.
There's more than one doorway, if I remember. She's coming in the other door.
No, you were coming from the hallway. You said that you're staying in the
Yes.
building. So yeah.
Yeah.
oh,
Emery's.
if you're talking, there you are. Yeah, I'm on my way to see what that's all about. You and I, we should talk. There may be a solution to all of this.
Morning. Molly's on her way here.
Oh, good Lord! Why did you call that woman?
Because she's a knocker and might be able to know how to get hubby out of the telescope.
If she doesn't make things worse.
By the way, she looks like a 19-year-old woman now.
What did she? And you see Emma's kind of stop and stand there, and you can see kind of him doing the math in his head.
She's like,
Is
you know those
that what
canisters? Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what she did with that.
Yep. So she's a wilder again. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Also, there's a contract that you're going to have to take a look at. That's very old. It's the one for this, but we're not doing that tonight because there's too much emotion.
Hold on.
Yeah, there's too much emotion tonight.
No, I'm calm now. I'm calm now.
Mab's involved.
Oh, so
he just
Mab's hold on. If Mab's involved, it's no longer valid because she's dead.
I don't know how any of that works. I have this to deal with.
Hold on. There's also wait. You said Mab. That means you do know. You know who has whose soul.
I very well remember that, which is why we should talk.
Which are her Merlin.
Everyone's Merlin. He just continues walking.
That's our Merlin.
She pats him on the back. She's like, by the way, I have some really good tea that I kind of brought back, so we'll have a cup when we're done.
So now
walks
you see. Here's a good one. Rose, would you like to describe yourself and Aiden?
I did describe myself already.
Oh yeah, Aiden.
Aiden is 6'7", hulking of a man, very weightlifter body vibe, like full blown can probably lift a whole truck if on ease. Long black hair, very gorgeous because he is a she as well. Very pretty man. Very pretty man. Dark brown eyes to the point they almost look black. Very beastly of a man. And then I would describe Finn, but he's stuck in a telescope right now.
So
he's in black and silver clothing.
Yes. So as you guys come walking towards you, what is I can't remember how to pronounce it again. Yeah.
Fiacre.
Fiacre. Thank you. I'm gonna just call him Fia.
It's
because it's
Fia the Tempest. You have options.
I was gonna call him Fee.
Fia the Tempest.
Fiacre. What's Fiacre's reaction as you see basically these three people walking towards you?
Two very pretty people and an Emery's. Who's
Hey,
pretty
Everest
as well.
is handsome. Everest is handsome.
Yeah, two of the people are unnaturally pretty.
They look photoshopped.
Actually, no, they look.
They should be in a Renaissance painting. That's the easiest way to. Not the era where everything was blood and gore, Renaissance era painting. Yes, because that's
or where everything looked like cherubic.
No, not the naked cherubs.
Could have had ages this week.
So, as we're walking up, the expression that he has on his face is just a warm, friendly smile. He doesn't really look confused, mainly because he's not using his brain to think about fucking any of this. He's like, okay, this is happening. I'm not gonna understand it, so I'm not gonna think about it too much. But he looks young. He looks like mid to late 20s. But he has well-defined like laugh lines and smile lines, and he has the well-defined like crow's feet around the corners of his eyes. So this is an expression that he holds a lot. You probably get the idea that this is base expression. This is how he always is. But yeah, no, he's just kind of beating back like, I don't know what's happening. Cool people are coming over here.
Emery's.
Yeah?
We're gonna have to hide him from Molly.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Look at
Also-
him. He's gorgeous.
To give you he does have an appearance of 4.
That is
He's so
very
handsome.
pretty.
That's pretty. We're gonna have to hide him from Molly. Whoever this is.
Yeah.
Also, why does he? Where's your shirt?
She's speaking in a very weird
Hi.
dialect of English.
Hello.
It's much more
Greetings.
lilting, and there's much less consonant sound to it. Because remember, the last time you spoke, people still spoke Old English.
Yep.
Also, she speaks Gaelic, so that's the other thing too. So it's like,
So when Thea speaks, Thea does not speak in an accent. Thea speaks in a lot of accents,
bless.
kind of mushed together, because he was never from one place, and he was constantly mixing with people with different accents growing up. And so sometimes he has a stereotypical pirate, like pirate-esque accent. Sometimes maybe there's a bit of a Spanish accent, Irish, Scottish, English. An accent you can think of has probably been shoved in there somewhere. And I can't do that, so I'm describing it first. But he'll look at you and go, I didn't need it when I was sleeping.
My colleague upstairs mentioned that you just happened to appear out of nowhere. Also, hi, and like switches staff to the other hand, reaches out hand. Emerys Grant, nice to meet you.
We'll reach out. Thea Kramirin, the pleasure is mine.
Gesundheit.
Rude.
Sorry, I usually use humor to try and cut through tense or confusing situations.
Oh,
It's
I wasn't bothered.
oh,
Not at all.
Theocrum. Am I saying that right?
Theakra, but you can call me Thea or the Tempest. People use it interchangeably.
I'll stick with Thea for now. I have a vested interest in why you're called the Tempest, but we can talk about that later. How did you just happen to appear here in this place specifically, if you don't mind my asking?
No, not at all. I have no idea.
Where were you prior to this place?
Coast of Ireland.
Oh, so you apparated from
Bless you.
the coast of. Thank you. From the apparated up from the coast of Ireland to here. Would you happen to have any ideas as to why?
A little bit, yes. There was a voice in my head. One of the really old ones. Possibly like one of the first old ones, huh? But yeah.
Old ones?
Old
Okay.
ones.
Okay. Everybody's got a voice in their head now.
Not
There
usually.
goes-
That's not usually.
With a purebred of 5?
Not like that.
Like that. I'll give you that. Mostly you probably delve into old memories of other people you weren't.
Also, doesn't have very high nieces.
Ah.
Only nieces of 2. He just has really good genes.
Really good genes. Great fucking cheap. Great cheap.
Great genes.
As someone who also occasionally tends to have a different voice in their heads, I understand.
Pardon the interruption. I don't mean to actually be rude. There are other people with you, and I don't want to be rude to their presence.
Oh yes, this is Rosaline. She is a friend. And she is, and her husband. One of them, Aiden. It's hard to look at you sometimes. You know that.
Always hard.
Rose just looks at him like, no, it's not.
Like, yes, it is. Acknowledging this level of perfection is.
Oh.
Yeah.
I already missed Finn.
he literally
Finn is
just
the
kicks
other
you in the
husband.
shin. Not hard, but he just like kicks you in the shin.
I'm familiar with that.
So
Being
a
married
voice.
is compromise.
I am soon going to be familiar with that, I'm afraid.
I know.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anyone know why they're here?
I was going to ask. Would you happen to know why you're here? Does the voice that you spoke of know by chance?
Probably not to the extent you're looking for, but I was promised some answers here, and I have just been asleep for a very long time. And I was told there were people here who could help. And then I ended up here. I don't actually know where here is. Where is here, by the way?
We're in Seattle.
We're in Seattle, in the United States.
What is...
How long is a very... You said you were asleep for a long time. How long is a long time for you?
Did you even bother to find out what year it was when you woke up, or were you just still
Nope.
like, nope? You have no clue. You haven't been out of the you hadn't looked for a date.
Well, the last time I was awake, it was, I believe, 1726?
As in the time or the year?
The year.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So
Gonna pause you
either
there.
you're...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
So either you are like us, or you're crazy. I am led to believe, since you just apparated out of nowhere, that you are like us and are one of the not so human folk. It leans over to here's the and leans over. What
Okay.
you got something? You got what's happening?
So you're in the Americas. The Northern, another name for it if you know anything other supernatural, you're in Concordia. The Kingdom of Concordia.
Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledgeable.
Though on this end, you're in the Kingdom of Pacifica. It's North Americas are split up in different kingdoms. Like Southern is Kingdom of Willows, and Northern is Kingdom of Apples.
There was a lot of pirate activity in like the Gulf Coast and that in this time period. So, the sugar plantations were huge, and so there was a lot of pirate activity over here. So you've sailed over in this area before, and you know about the colonies and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Mexico has Spain has a huge swath of land that they've been developed. So,
Given your dress or lack thereof, I'd say that you are probably from the golden era of piracy. I had to wager a guess.
And I have a prop for this.
Bless.
Will take off the hat and give a little bow. Yes. I'm
Hence the colorful
Thea
liquid.
Miren, captain of the Tempest's honor.
I am Emrys Malik Grant, hermetic wizard, and Merlin.
You know the term Merlin.
Interesting. Well, based on the title, I'm assuming you're probably one of the ones I was sent to find.
Oh, and you were sent by one of the old ones?
That's what they felt like.
It felt like.
And
Hmm.
as you say they felt like, you get just a momentary image in your head of Kill. It's almost grinning.
Who,
Of course he
me?
is.
Yeah. You Emrys.
Oh. If you're talking about who I think you're talking about,
Mhm.
then grins a lot, scaly, kind of dragon-ish, isn't he? Yeah. Good
Oh,
old Kilgara. Good old Kilgara.
I still have beef with him.
You have beef with everyone.
Just say Rose has beef with everyone now.
He possessed my husband at one point.
He possessed my daughter at another point.
Yeah, that was the thing, and then he possessed you for a little bit. He's just
That's
He
it.
didn't possess me. I let him in.
you
I don't judge.
let
I
him
was-
in.
I let him in. I not so much let him in. I requested him to inhabit.
Emrys,
I don't judge.
Emrys. Be glad Molly wasn't here, because she would have been all over that, how you were saying things.
Yep, I know. Well, Thea, if you are here, and he kind of turns to, will you hold my staff for a moment, please? And he takes off his jacket and it's like, I'm going to let you wear this because it's okay. It's okay.
It's super cold outside.
It's very cold outside here.
That's great.
Do you not care about the cold then?
I'm sure I will. I hate the cold. I'm sure it will bother me. I'm taking one new experience at a time.
Okay. And shirts is a new experience for you?
You know that fabric you're holding right now? The entire design of it?
Yeah.
I've
It
never
doesn't-
seen it before.
Also, it doesn't match the aesthetic.
Well, no, because you've been asleep for a little over 300 years. So that would make sense.
Do we need to provide him with clothing that would?
Hold on.
Okay.
I might actually have something for this.
That's kind of what Aiden was angling for, because he's like, I can't make clothes out of thin air, but maybe you can.
I don't have that kind of skill either. If that would be lovely.
Thea's here like, listen, I am now in a new country, in a new space, filled with entirely new architecture and new people. I am gonna take these things a little slowly.
Milagros?
That's okay.
Hang on.
Can I carry Bay into the observatory?
I've been trying to jump over to you, but I haven't been found to go get.
Hi,
Yes,
it's gonna
you
take
may.
me a second. It's gonna take me a second because I have a lot.
So actually, Malagos, I was going to cut to you guys outside. if that's okay. So you're outside. You're like kind of like still holding Bay. Bay's still out. As you're doing that, you hear the sputtering of a very badly tuned car,
Oh dear God.
and you hear several
Oh, boy.
backfires, and then Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is suddenly in a parking space.
I
That is not Chitty Chitty Bang Bang's horn.
know, but it felt right.
And in the car, there are 3 humanoid figures who have ram's horns coming out of their heads. They are mostly undressed. There are 2 of them in the back seat who are obviously passed out. Still pretty much wrapped around each other, but passed out. There's one in the front seat who, the moment the car pulls over and stops, the door opens up, they lean out, and they throw up. And standing on the seat now, since the car has stopped, wearing nothing but a chemise and combat boots,
Oh, damn it.
is a very young woman who has long hair that comes down to her shoulders that has been horrifically poorly dyed into so many different colors that you can't really tell what their natural shade may have been at one time. They have, to say that they have smoky eye is to give smoky eye a bad name. They look like they've tried to become a raccoon. They are very angular features, very, very like highly elfine, very thin limbs. They stand up, they push the front windshield and it falls forward onto the front of the car because it's designed to. And then they step out over the windshield onto the hood of the car and they say, "Molly is here, motherfuckers! Fear vagina wars, bitches!" And then she pulls out a 6-shooter and fires 3 shots into the ground.
Oh Jesus!
And Bay, that wakes you up.
God damn it, Molly.
How
This
is
you called her? This is on
This
you.
is why.
You
This
I'm
is why
here
we
for your
don't call
cocaine
her.
and your hookers. Excuse me, sorry.
Pandora?
I keep on getting reminded I'm old. Sex workers.
Correct. Pandora, how were you holding Bay?
Yes, how are you holding Bay? The gunshot just woke her up.
Oh, Pandora was kind of like crisscrossed with Faye kind of like in her lap, just kind of like holding them halfway up with like the plushie in their other hand.
I think Bay just kind of like still mostly asleep.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like says it's like, "Nikki, the neighbors are doing bullshit again. Make them stop. I don't want to go to class." And then like goes to like turn into Nikki and then realizes like, wait, this isn't our bed. Looks up at opens their eyes, looks up at Pandora. Oh fuck. Okay. And then makes a move to try to get out of Pandora's grasp and just pats Pandora on the shoulder and says, "I'm fine. I think it's Apollo."
So Molly comes walking down off the car, steps off the fender, lands on the ground, looks over at the guy who's puking on the ground, and says, "Fucking lightweight Jimmy. Jesus Christ. Stay with the car." She goes walking directly over to you and says, "Pandora, you bitch, what's going on?"
You are too loud and I am too fucked up.
Oh, I can
Volume,
respect
please.
that shit. And she walks up and she just like puts her hand on your forehead and goes, "Ah!" And I need to make a roll.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Faye's allergic.
Yep.
He's very allergic.
Faye is
What does
allergic.
Faye smell when she's being confronted with Faye magics again?
It's like pixie sticks, right?
It's pixie sticks, but it changes based on what kind of Fae it is. I think because
She's
Molly's
a
a knocker. I think because Molly's Molly, with Diamond having context clues, because usually, well, no, mages are pixie sticks. Fae are basically 2 sweet candies. So I think Bay gets like this immediate smell of gasoline. But it's the backfiring gasoline of like a really stale gas station, like a truck stop.
Mhm.
And then immediately gets like the taste of a Four Loko that's been
Yeah.
turned into a warhead, and just like immediately like tries to smack away Molly's hand and feels nauseous at this point.
But you do feel an overwhelming surge go through you, and your head, the last remains of your headache fade. You feel a burst of energy. What's Bay's experience with illicit substances?
Yes. College.
Speed of some form. So yeah, you recognize this immediately. You are, yeah. You've just been given some very high grade stuff.
Oh God, I don't hurt anymore. Oh God, I can hear myself think. Oh God, I can hear myself think. Undo it, please.
Is it just you thinking, or is something else in there? I don't. What happened?
Molly's already spun on her heel and is like, "We've got work to do. Follow me, soldiers."
Pandora, I need to find a dragon kid that's not a kid.
What? But what did you call me for? Was it that? Did Kilgara hurt you?
3 more gunshots back in your direction. 3 bullets hit the ground. Come on, soldiers! This is desertion. You can be shot.
At this point, Bay does pull their own firearm. Bay does in fact pull their. I have to check and see what Bay carries. It's been a while. The baby's got an arm. Oh God, I forgot.
God damn it, Molly.
You have a. There is gunshots going off outside for the people inside the building.
This is your fault, bro.
What the hell is happening now?
Emery, we need to go outside. We need to go outside.
Bay pulls out their Beretta. And just like waves it for a second behind Pandora's head towards the direction that Molly went.
Yeah.
And just yells, it's like, "Stop shooting in public, please."
She has the gun. She has the gun in hand. She's like, she's her gun. Looks at her gun. He's like, "Fuck yeah, this is ridiculous." Throws it, and then she like reaches. She literally reaches up the back of her chemise and comes out, and now she's got an assault rifle. Fuck yeah, this is better.
What the fuck?
We're storming the beaches. Let's go.
Oh God, Pandora, can you help me up, please?
Emery's.
Pandora does not help you out. Pandora just scoops you and starts walking.
Would you mind coming along with us? This is kind of insane, and
You don't recognize what that noise is? Because muskets sound a fuck ton louder than that, and cannons are 1,000 times louder than that. For you, this is little.
Yeah, Fia's unbothered.
You've heard the fireworks you've seen make noises like that.
Yeah.
Rose is gonna head out first, and she is.
Well, Aiden goes out ahead of you.
Oh no! She's cracking her knuckles. The air starts shifting around her because she's starting to do the beginning stages of Sovereign to shut Molly the hell up, if needed. Oh, hello, Ichigo. Hi, babies. Sorry, I saw the cat.
She needs her cameo.
Yeah, so she's heading out. Do I see Molly with a gun?
Molly is walking up to the front door. Actually, as you come up to the door to push the door open, Molly's standing at the door and has raised her foot and is about to kick it in.
Molly!
Just put your foot down. She literally, as you go scream Molly, she literally snaps her foot down, snaps the gun over into parade rest, and salutes you.
Molly?
My nipples are hard and I am ready to go, ma'am.
Oh my!
Leans over to Fia. Believe it or not, this is the least weird thing that has happened today.
Molly?
Yes?
We are on a college campus. What is
I dressed
not allowed
appropriately.
Molly, you have a gun.
School shooters. This is bad.
Oh my fucking...
They probably called the cops already, right?
Molly.
I think if I can utilize enough glamour, I can get the entire campus high for about an hour.
Molly.
That's a good idea. She starts turning around. She's just walking off.
She grabs Molly.
She just walking,
she
stops.
grabs
No, the chemise is gonna open.
I don't care.
No.
Molly, you can make the gun vanish.
When you turn around, the gun's gone.
Molly.
Yes? I warned you the condition I was in. This is completely your fault.
Molly.
Yes?
Business
You
mode.
did kind of call her.
Business mode.
I Coke?
I thought my crew was weird.
Molly.
Yes?
This is the whole crew.
This
Do
isn't
not-
everyone.
Make me do the things. Do not make me do it.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and you're starting to scare me.
Good. So, deep breath. Hold it for 5 seconds. Exhale.
Hell of a drug.
Can I breathe?
Yes. Molly,
Yes?
there are mages here.
Are we going
A
to kill
lot
them?
of a lot of us.
No,
Okay.
we are not.
No.
Hi, Molly.
Hi, Emery's. You're cute.
Oh my fucking god.
So are
Molly.
you.
I know. I'm
Molly.
fucking hot.
Molly,
Yeah, you are.
hello. Pay
I don't
attention.
even have any back pain. Oh, sorry.
Thank
By the
you.
way, I don't have any more back pain, so we can do lots of weird shit.
I'm not in the. I appreciate that you. I'm engaged. Remember.
I'll fly your
Engaged.
fiance in. It'll be no problem. She's hot too.
Molly,
What? Yeah,
Molly.
sorry. Yeah. Yes.
You aren't wrong.
I need you.
Who's that? And she goes walking right over to and she walks over. She's about a little bit taller than you. Goes walking over and says, and she like leans really close.
Personal space, Molly.
He
She
leans in
sniffs-
as well.
She
Jesus
sniffs
fucking
very
Christ.
Seems to
deeply.
mind.
Says, "Ooh, got a lot of magic on."
Molly, no.
Oh.
God damn it.
What?
Maybe once I figure out a few more things. Everything.
He only just got here. He's been
I don't
asleep.
bother to
for a
learn
while.
everything. I just know something. Learn everything. There's no more mystery. There's no more mystery. Where's the fun in that?
That is a sentiment I can get behind. Oh boy.
Find something.
Later.
Okay.
Sure.
Mm.
And so now she's in the building. She goes, "What the fuck is that?" And starts walking towards the fucking.
Molly, stop.
Stop your friend, please.
Molly, she's gonna use Sovereign. So we are using. I have to pull this up. Hi guys,
Actually-
I have an 18-page document
I
for all
know.
of my stuff.
I know, and you can look it up for the next session.
Motherfucker! I actually already have it up. I already have it up.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do
No,
it.
girls never got
I've been waiting 3 hours.
So we are activating.
Just a little bit. I just want to get to the point where I can beat the lizard boy.
Wait a minute. That
Yes.
is.
I'm waiting. I'm completely waiting.
Hold on, my document's being very.
Emerus is looking outside to see if he can see Pandora.
Yes.
Dora? Dora, you
Pandora's
out there?
carrying Bay.
Okay,
They're
Bay
behind
has-
Molly.
we are doing protocol,
Okay.
which means etiquette has to apply.
Mhm.
And since I have 5 dots in Fae,
Mhm.
and I have to roll dots in Fae and in. I need everybody that's in the area to roll a willpower for me, please, because it is invoking weird.
And remember,
Um,
you get extra because Molly is your subject,
Yes.
and you on the ranking scale of hierarchy, she's a peasant and you are a noble.
Yep. So how much do I get? Because I get to roll.
I do believe you get like a +3.
2,
against Molly.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
You know what the
10,
problem with
11.
being a wilder is?
That's
Two,
fine.
3.
What's the TN?
What's the
Yeah, what's
target
the
number?
TN?
For Molly, it's like it's a willpower roll, isn't it? Because then it's contested successes.
It's so for weird, you have to get it's a difficulty of 8.
So you're going to roll your successes versus their successes. The difficulty is going to be an 8 for everyone else for the willpower check.
Okay.
5 successes.
Jesus Christ.
I rolled 3
Yikes.
tens.
1, 2, 3, 4. Also 5. Also 3 10s.
Molly got
I got-
1.
I got a 4 and 1 10.
They were standing so close to each other they shared a brain cell.
Yeah.
I have to roll 2 more dice. Fuck.
Like, here, let me lend you my brain cell real
Oh,
quick.
I
Here
got
you
roll
go.
10s too.
You
What's
just
my
got here.
difficulty,
Here, I'll
Ray?
share.
Huh?
Here you go.
What's my difficulty?
8.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
10
11 successes.
Jesus Christ.
11.
So you definitely have more than enough successes to apply to everyone. So what is
So the weird is a little bit different. It's just being used on her, the protocol. It's just because it's an area effect of how pretty I am. They have to.
got it?
Yep.
Oh, so this is the one where they have to stare at you.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
But they all passed, which they're fine.
So
But-
Molly's like, Molly, Molly stops, and she's like standing there, and she's like looking at you, and there's a little tear coming out of her eye.
Molly, I told you I didn't want to have to use it.
Yes, miss.
We have work to do.
Yes, miss.
After this is done, I will take you to Denny's.
Yes, miss.
And you can order whatever you want, and I will pay for it. And hopefully I will be forgiven for giving you Denny's.
No, miss.
Excuse me?
Etiquette. I answer you honestly.
We'll have a chat once this is done.
Very much so.
I feel like there are going to be lots of chats happening once this is done.
I don't think I swing the way she wants me to swing. Leaning over to Emrys.
Hey, whatever way you swing is all right and valid.
Molly, do you know why I stopped you?
May I answer honestly, miss?
Yes.
You no longer know how to have fun. You have a stick up your ass.
No, because I don't want you getting sucked up in the telescope too.
Thing.
This one does.
does.
That's why.
Finn is in there somewhere.
It is in the telescope.
Yes. I stopped you because I know how you get. I don't need to lose you too.
This is going to take delicacy. At the very least.
May I drink
Awesome.
from my flask, miss?
You may.
Takes a silver. She's still just wearing a chemise. Out of nowhere, flask unscrews it, takes a long draught, back in, and she stands there for a couple seconds with her eyes closed. All of the substances cleared out of my system. Sober.
She drops protocol.
Like that sucked so much. Goes walking.
You know I
towards it. She goes
You
walking
know I
towards
don't
it,
like using it. She literally says, you know I don't like using it.
and she says, "Yeah, not everyone likes to be a raging bitch either." And she goes walking towards the telescope.
Pandora, why? Oh, Fia, this is Pandora. Pandora, Fia. Why is Bay in your arms? Bay, Fia, Bay.
Oh, that's so.
Babe, do you still have the pistol in your other hand? Because
No, absolutely no.
No, but Bay does have a sparkly pink dragon plushie.
yes, she does.
It's kind of
I
like
do
on
have-
them.
Yeah. No, as soon as Molly switched to an AK, they just slipped the fucking pistol back in their holster behind their back. And they're just like, absolutely not. I will say, just to catch Pandora up to speed, Bay has been like explaining like the cliff notes of what happened
Mhm.
and has assured Pandora that they is as fine as they usually are.
Okay.
Not- still a little bit rattled, but the minute that Faye shit happened again, Bay had you stop so they could hurl
Yeah.
because it's been a
Yeah.
lot. Because they're also feel like they're on speed, so they are like getting down from your arms and they're stripping off their flannel, so it's just the tank top.
Yeah.
Please don't you get naked too.
No. Do we need to describe what our characters look like for Fia?
I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pandora can go first because Pandora's
Oh.
the brick shit house.
Oh, thank you. So, Pandora's also pretty tall. Just because I have to be spiteful, I'm gonna say 1 inch taller than Aiden. So that's like what, 6'8"? Just to be spiteful.
You're gonna hate if we ever meet
You're
some of his
shorter.
boyfriends.
They're wearing platforms.
Oh,
So
Oh.
they're wearing platform docks with rainbow laces. They've got like pretty loose, pretty beat up jeans, a like plain black shirt, and then like this battle vest because I've worked on this thing for 3 years and damn it, I'm incorporating it into stuff, but it's covered in pins, patches, all that stuff. They also have a decent number of piercings. They have a bridge piercing, 2 nostril piercings, a septum. They have like silvery white hair that's like shaved pretty short. So it's like shaved almost all the way down around the sides. And then there's kind of a tuft of like curlier hair up at the top. Like olive complexion, very dark eyes. And not like cut muscular, but just like very big. They're very large. And they also have a beard that looks kind of like salt and peppery, because I don't care what the lore says or if it makes sense, but their wolf is mostly white, so that's kind of what they mostly have going on with their hair. And resting bitch face from absolute hell, but like you'll find out that that's just a front. Your turn.
Yeah, so Bay is about 5'10", also wearing combat boots. They're not brand name, they're just generic.
Everyone's wearing combat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because we're all gay.
Right.
The gay
Theirs
uniform.
are very much like well-worn, dirty, broken in. They do look like army surplus kind of boots, so steel toe. Very tightly laced in. They're wearing ripped jeans that have seen better days, have a plethora of bleach stains and just like paint stains, other stains probably. And they were wearing a flannel, which is just multicolored in usually like reds and browns with little golden buttons on it. And a black tank top that is very form-fitting. So they do have a feminine form. But they are also covered in tattoos. The main ones that you can note are the laurel leaves that start about here and go all the way down. Their hair is bleach bottle blonde with like roots starting to grow out. It's been a while since they've like kept it up. But even though their sides are shaved, in the places where the tattoos are, the hair has not regrown as thick. Their sides are brown. They have hazel eyes that have a gold rim to them that are even a brighter gold than the last time Pandora looked at Bay. They have a scar bisecting the their left eye, and they have a scar on the right side of their lip. And they have tattoos on their chest. They have tattoos on their arms. The tattoos below the elbow look a bit more patchwork, but they are also wearing so much jewelry. They are almost weighed down by how much jewelry they're wearing. Every single finger has at least 2 rings on it. They have bracelets, bangles, beaded jewelry. They have necklaces that have the symbology of most of the religious, like organized religion. Some look a little bit in better condition than others. Others look like they might be like tchotchkes. And then their ears are gauged and stretched, and then they have piercings all the way up their ears and a couple other things. But they have like a very tired expression on their face. Their eyes are permanently dark circled, which isn't helped by the fact that the makeup that they never remove completely just has kind of stained that area. And they just kind of like lean on Pandora a little bit, and they look exhausted. But they just give a wave and they point at Emrys and make a come here motion.
Turns to Fia. 1 sec, please. Walks over. What the hell happened to you?
A lot. Just cliff notes. You have a golem in your office.
There's a golem in your office.
Pandora, please. I'm so fucking high right now.
Oh,
And
right, sorry.
I'm so fucking allergic to this place. I hate this place. I want to go home, but I can't go home.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here soon. It's okay.
And Bay is like whispering under their breath. There's a golem in your office. It has holly in it. Kilgara put it there. I made a deal with Kilgara. I have to basically guide a dragon child out of time as payment for it.
Dragon child out of time. Turns and looks at at Fia. You wouldn't happen to be a dragon child, would you?
That is a more difficult question to answer than I think you are anticipating, and that I was anticipating. Yes, but also no.
Hi, my name is Bay. I think I'm supposed to guide you through this new world that you're exploring.
There you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Gara sent you. Yeah, that sounds about.
Yeah. I think Pandora, this is probably going to be our new roommate.
I was just about to ask.
Yeah. Do you need a shirt or are you good?
He seems like he's gonna slowly kind of transition into a shirt at some point.
It's fine. You are welcome to borrow any of my clothes I'm not currently wearing at the time.
I do have a. No.
You have a question? Go ahead and ask your question. It's okay. We're here. There's apparently guidance that needs to happen. So we are here to guide.
Thank you. It's less of a practical question that will help any of us. More so, before shirts or jackets or anyone else offers any other clothing pieces to me, which is all very appreciated. There's something I would like to look at first that Can you show me what's on my back?
Yes.
Yeah.
They pulls out their phone. This is a telecommunication device. It basically lets us send messages very quickly to each other. If you just turn around, I'll take
Very
a picture
long
of you.
word for someone who has been asleep for 300 years, Bay.
Emrys, I'm so fucking stoned right now. I don't
That's fair.
care.
Molly
Okay.
gave them something that she
Of course,
didn't
Molly
explain.
gave them something. Of course,
Molly,
it was Molly.
from up above where Molly is standing at the
Oh,
foot of the telescope,
no.
Molly goes, I gave them speed.
Okay.
Did they
Need to get
do it, Molly?
What?
Did they consent to it, Molly?
I wasn't exactly in my right mind, so I doubt it.
Fine. I'm fine with it. I don't care. It's just I'm under a lot of allergens right now, so I think it might have cleared my sinuses for a hot minute, and then whatever the fuck happened after that made me hurl. Please let me show you what's on your back.
I can do that. And I'll turn around.
And they will snap a quick picture and then turn the screen towards Fia. That is what's on your back. It's very nice. It's amazing work, actually.
Yeah.
That is really good work. Yeah.
Very clean. Very, very clean.
Oh, thank you. All right. I can put on options now.
They
Just
just
didn't-
hands you their flannel.
I will kind of slip it on. I just didn't want to cover them up after not having seen them in so long.
Do you want me to print to get you like a portrait of it? Because I can do that.
You
That's
can
easy.
do that.
It's true.
Oh, we should
Easy.
get them a
I can do
poster.
that.
It's
Yeah.
very easy
You can-
here. Yeah.
It's very easy. What is your name?
Thea Kramirin. You can call me Thea.
Okay, I will call you Fia. Hi, I'm Bay. That's Pandora. I'm assuming you've met the rest of them.
Yeah, we've met Rose.
Oh,
Offers a hand as well.
I'll shake and then
yes.
Shake.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
Okay. Can we go home?
Hey,
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea.
Okay.
From up
Yeah,
above,
we've got a vehicle. Oh,
from up above, Molly says, "All right, this was made by Fear." Yeah. I'm gonna sound about to say I've been practicing your name in my head. So the first thing
this was made by
Fear.
Fear. Oh shit!
Holy shit! Don't put that on me.
This was made by Twitch, Wasp, and Gnat.
Okay.
They were 3 knockers, renowned for ability. They lived about turn of the century
not this
ish,
kind of knock.
and they were absolutely insane. They
Grumps.
didn't
I hear
really
it too.
have any limits on what they would build, and they often took jobs for non-Fey entities, which in the end led to them arrested and tried for.
So they were tried by High King David.
No, this was before High King.
Okay.
This thing is 100 years old, give or take.
Okay.
Yelling upstairs.
Is there a way? Because I know y'all knockers usually have a reverse thing to if something goes wrong to get out of it.
Biggest problem with it is devices are both a functional device of some kind. So this is probably is some kind of looking device,
Yes.
but they're also traps.
So what I know from what I saw through divination is this is a device that goes to other realities or planes.
More than likely, that's right up their alley.
But the thing is, they worked with 3 other mages, not 5, 3.
Okay. Well, in working in conjunction with mages, I have no clue what they could have done. But, I mean, we can take the cap off of limits. Like, mages can basically make the area removed from reality where there will be no banality.
What would you know about somebody putting items in a box made of cold iron and lead?
They don't want it to be fried, and
That's what's inside of this thing at the very bottom of the base.
I bet you anything the main power source or the main item that's enscrolled that has the magical attributes bound up in it.
Yeah. let's get going. I already texted Alfred. He'll
Don't
come
you
and
want
get
me
me.
to see if I can get Finn out of it?
Yes.
Well, I would need at least a over everything in it.
That's fine. Do you need glamour?
That produces it.
Okay.
That's one of the things I was going to mention. Wherever it's pointed, glamour is coming from there to.
So this isn't the main hub.
Whatever this is pointed at, whatever this can look into, is coming from it.
She'll look at Emery's. So this place is stealing from somewhere else.
Probably from another realm.
With mages in tow, if they were part of the making of this thing,
It can be from a Horizon realm, Emery's.
or it,
Yep.
Dreaming?
not the dr-
Arcadia. That means
I mean, with that much power.
that means I'm gonna have to contact Daisy some way.
Find a way to control that thing, you probably contact her
Okay.
because apparently it also works as a portal.
Well,
Do you?
there's lots of discussions that we are going to have around this thing anyway.
Yeah. We will deal with this tomorrow. Also, Molly, whenever you figure out everything, I need you to figure out what this is.
And she kind of looks. You got the eye
Nope.
uncovered?
No.
Yeah, it's been uncovered this whole time.
No, she looks at you and she says, "That's Ag's."
What? Okay.
Eye.
Oh, great.
It was taken from Rembrandt of
You
their
put
only
something.
means of seeing, but it allows them to do things that are not.
You put something in your face and had no
If you
idea.
didn't kill
what
the
it
original
is.
owners, they're gonna look for.
I killed the bitches, but I was also unconscious when this eyeball was put in my skull.
Who did that?
Yeah, who put
Finn,
the
who do you think?
Wait.
Emma starts kind of lightly beating himself upside the forehead with the staff.
They just puts their just grabs the staff to stop that and just hands their phone to Fia.
It was
so
Finn that
Fia
put it in my skull, right? She
If
looks
it
at
was-
Aiden.
If it
Aiden's
was
like, half the shit that we did when we were over there is like fading like a bad dream.
Beginning of next session, just so you're aware, I'm gonna force a remembrance, which I can do a roll for that.
if it was
Oh,
Finn,
shit.
maybe you can use it to see where he is.
That, and if it's I can see things that aren't there, I can like. That means I can see invisible ink.
Probably.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun reading that contract.
Oh.
I suppose you will.
Because if I know Mab, she put some hidden clauses in it.
Shit, this fucking map.
That seems like
Can we?
Yes, we're heading
go,
out.
please?
I
And-
need to get back to my freehold because the moment I step out of this campus, out of this building, I'm gonna be in a whole lot of pain.
Okay,
Aiden says.
we match
All right.
then.
everyone
Pandora,
in the car.
Pandora, we need to stop by a photo shop. I found one that's like 24 hours.
okay, awesome.
Molly, do you want me to take you to Denny's on the way home?
Fia, would you like to come
I
back
have work
with
to do in
us?
this. Molly
on.
turns around and goes walking back towards the telescope. As she does, her clothing changes to overalls, tennis shoes, and a toolbox appears in her right hand. And her hair gets all done up into a ponytail.
What was Fia saying? Because Pandora was trying to say something, and then everything kind of got discombobulated.
Oh, I was asking Fia if you wanted to come home with Bay and I or go somewhere else.
I think sticking with people sounds like the best option, seeing as I have no right clue where I am, but I am good at figuring that out if I need to. So.
Oh, I feel like you're gonna like cars or hate them.
They're basically carriages, but electric
Fast.
and faster,
And no horses.
and no horses.
That's the sad part, is that you don't get a buddy.
I cannot stress to you how little time I spent on shore even back then.
Oh,
Pandora, does your place have a pool?
we do have a pool. Yeah. It's seasonal.
For
I can
swimming.
break into it. It's fine.
Are you guys headed outside, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you're heading outside, that when the doors open up and you go out the doors, Sierra, you can tell that you are near the ocean. You can smell the aroma. It's covered up by a lot of industrial horrible smells as well. Car exhaust, which you don't know, but you know, there's a bunch of really horrible smells going around, but there's also the strong smell of within a few miles.
The ocean's not far from here.
No, we're
No,
on the coast.
It's
at all.
that way and points towards the ocean.
We're on the coast.
Yeah,
I promise we can go tomorrow.
Perfect.
Or at the very least, we can go to the Sound, which is closer.
Sound is basically just a small inland lake. Well, it's not even inland, actually. Small ocean lake.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're someone who's a fan of salt water because I can fucking taste it.
What does Fia taste like to you?
Let's go.
Saltwater taffy.
Yum.
Saltwater taffy.
Nice.
And smells like that, like the breeze you get off of the ocean whenever you're sailing.
How does the where translate?
It's the saltwater taffy.
Okay.
Because Fia also shifted recently.
Mhm.
So it's the saltwater taffy that has like that herbal undertone to it because of the way it's made.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit medicinal.
Gotcha.
They can smell. Leans over to Fia. They can smell, taste magic, because they're also kind of allergic to it.
Very allergic to it, but it's fine.
Very
I can. But he's also sweating. Like,
Oh my God, poor babe.
I'm gonna say this in the least rude way possible, which there is not a least rude way possible. Why are you here?
I ask myself that a lot. It's a long fucking story and it begins with the god Apollo. So like, let's just go with that.
Why?
I ask myself that every
Well,
morning.
here's Fia, when Bay first came to stay with me, we had like a sleepover and like talked to each other about like what our whole deal was. So I can just set up a big pillow fort in the living room. We can just do the whole sleepover thing again and we can all catch up.
And we'll get you your portrait from the place on the way home. So don't worry.
But for now, we should wrap up because we're way over time.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We're going to go ahead and say goodnight to everyone. Normally, we'd wrap up with everyone saying where you can find them on the interwebs. But we do have one person at least way over their time. So we're going to go ahead and just jump right out into the raid and wish everyone a great night. So everyone who's not in Twitch, you're going to be saying goodnight to us, and we will see you tomorrow night for the re-debut of Kingdoms of Mist. And for everyone who is with Twitch, just hang on for a few moments, and we are going to raid out into somebody else. Just remember, at dinner game, we always save you a seat at the table. Do what you can, social distance when you can, wear a mask when you can. We all went to Gen Con. Almost all of us came back with COVID. It's a thing now. We have to watch out for ourselves, and you need to stay healthy and safe so you can come back and join us as often as possible. So thank you all very much for your time tonight, and we will see you guys tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist. Good night, everyone.